Hello, and welcome. Wherever you are right now, whatever you may be doing, this is your moment to pause. Maybe you're lying in bed, trying to let the noise of the day slip away. Maybe you're on a couch, your body heavy with fatigue, but your mind still restless. Or maybe you're just curious, searching for something calming to carry you through the night. Wherever you are, I want you to let yourself settle. Notice your breath. Notice the way your chest rises and falls. Feel the weight of your body, the quiet of the room around you. The world outside might have been hectic. Perhaps your day was full of noise, rushing between tasks, conversations, or responsibilities. Or maybe it was quiet, but your thoughts have been loud-going, circling, refusing to let go. Whatever it was, it has already happened. And right now, in this very moment, you can let it rest. This is your time. A time not to solve problems, not to plan the future, not even to worry about the past. This is your space to drift, to imagine, and to sink into the calmness of thought, not as sharp burdens, but as gentle waves that carry you softly forward. And tonight, those waves will take us somewhere vast, somewhere beyond the limits of your room, beyond the edges of your city, beyond even the farthest stars you've ever looked at in the night sky. Tonight, we're stepping into the paradox of the infinite universe. But don't let that word paradox worry you. A paradox doesn't need to be a riddle you must solve. It can also be a doorway into wonder, into the kind of questions that don't demand answers, but instead open your mind, stretch your imagination, and remind you of how small and yet how extraordinary you are. So, as you listen, let the words flow over you. Some of the ideas may feel familiar, others might be strange. Some will make you smile with curiosity, and others may make your mind pause, lost in wonder. That's okay. You don't need to hold on to all of it. You don't need to remember. You can just listen, let go, and if sleep comes, it will come gently, as it should. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Breathe in, slowly. Hold it for a moment, and then breathe out, even slower. Let your shoulders sink. Let your muscles soften. Now imagine this. You are lying not in your bed, but beneath a clear sky. No walls around you, no ceiling above. Just the open night stretching endlessly. Stars twinkle in silence. Galaxies glimmer in patterns you cannot even count. And the air is cool, gentle, carrying no rush, no demand, no weight. This is where our journey begins. We often think of the universe as a place outside of us. A place of planets, stars, comets, black holes, things out there. But tonight, I want you to see it differently. The universe is not just out there, it's also here, within you. Every atom in your body was born in a star. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones. The oxygen filling your lungs, all forged in furnaces billions of years ago, scattered across space, eventually gathering to become you. So, as we talk about the infinite universe, remember, you are not separate from it. You are a part of it. You are, in a sense, a small pocket of the universe looking back at itself. And now, we will walk together into infinity, step by step. Long before telescopes, before science, before mathematics was written down, human beings looked up at the night sky and felt something overwhelming. Imagine yourself there, a quiet plain, thousands of years ago. No light pollution, no cities, no hum of machines. Only the darkness and the stars. How many stars are there? Too many to count. The horizon itself is filled with them. The longer you look, the more you see points of light where you thought there was only emptiness. And with every moment of looking, your mind stretches. If there are this many stars here, what lies beyond them? Where does it end? The truth is, for the earliest humans, there was no end. The sky was endless. The sea was endless. Time itself felt endless. Infinity was not a calculation, but a feeling, a mixture of awe and fear. Later, philosophers would try to put it into words. The ancient Greeks debated whether infinity could exist. Some, like Aristotle, argued that infinity was only potential, something you could approach but never reach. Others imagined infinity as real, eternal, and unshakable. In India, ancient texts spoke of the universe as an endless cycle: birth, death, and rebirth without beginning or end. Infinity was not a number. It was a rhythm. And then, much later, mathematicians like Georg Cantor would take infinity and hold it in their hands. They would discover that infinity is not just one thing. There are sizes of infinity: an infinity of numbers that can be counted, and an even larger infinity of numbers that cannot. For the first time, infinity became something not just mystical, but structured, layered, alive with surprising order. But the paradox is always there. Infinity is too big to grasp, and yet we keep trying. Our minds, which are finite, reach for what is endless. And maybe that is why infinity both frightens and fascinates us. So here's where we begin our exploration. Not with equations, not with telescopes, but with that very first glimpse. That quiet moment of looking up and realizing, this doesn't end. Take a deep breath. Let that idea settle in. The universe, perhaps, goes on forever, and so do the questions it brings. As human thought grew, the idea of infinity began to take shape not only in philosophy, but in the stars themselves. And with that, a question appeared. One so simple, yet so puzzling, that it still lingers in the minds of astronomers today. If the universe is infinite, then why is the night sky dark? This question is known as Olber's paradox. Imagine standing under a truly infinite universe. If space had no end and stars stretched on forever in every direction, then, no matter where you looked, your eyes should eventually land on the surface of a star. Just as standing in a dense forest means your vision is eventually blocked by a tree. Standing in an infinite universe filled with stars should mean that every part of the sky is glowing. The night should not be black. It should blaze with eternal light, but that is not what we see. Instead, the sky is mostly empty, a quiet canvas with scattered points of light. And so, the paradox arises. How can infinity exist if the evidence before our eyes suggests emptiness? The answers, of course, would come much later. The expansion of the universe, the finite age of stars, the stretching of light into invisible wavelengths, all of these would help solve the riddle. But imagine, for a moment, being in a world before that knowledge, standing in the 18th or 19th century, with only your eyes, your thoughts, and a sky filled with questions. You look up and feel that pull of contradiction. If infinity is real, where are all the stars? If infinity is false, then what holds the edges of the cosmos? This paradox is not just scientific. It is deeply human. Because we, too, live between light and darkness, between what is visible and what is hidden, between what feels infinite in our imagination and what is limited in our experience. And in the quiet of the night, when the mind is most open, these questions don't just belong to astronomers. They belong to anyone who has ever looked up and whispered, "What lies beyond?" Asterisk infinity is not only about the stars. It lives closer in the everyday things we often overlook. Think of numbers. Even a child knows that after 1 comes 2, after 2 comes 3, and so on. You can always add another. No matter how large the number, there is always more. That endlessness is infinity, hiding inside something as simple as counting. Or think of time. The tick of a clock, the passing of days. We measure time in years, in centuries, in ages. But what existed before all of this? And what will exist after? We stand on a timeline that stretches in both directions, And though we mark our calendars, no one can ever reach the beginning or the end. Even in emotions, infinity shows itself. Love that feels boundless. Grief that feels endless. A single moment that seems to stretch forever in memory. We are finite beings, yet our hearts are often pulled by infinite feelings. This is the paradox at the heart of being human. We live inside limits, and yet we constantly brush against the limitless. Our minds touch infinity when we dream, when we calculate, when we imagine. And perhaps that is why infinity is not only a scientific question, but also a spiritual one. Because to face infinity is to face ourselves as you let yourself drift further into the comfort of this moment. Imagine looking out at the night sky not with the naked eye, but with the kind of clarity only the universe itself could grant you. Every star you see, every faint smudge of light represents not just a single world, but potentially billions of them. And in an infinite universe, the number of worlds doesn't just stretch beyond what we can count. It stretches beyond what we can even conceive. This is where the paradox deepens. Infinity means that, somewhere, there must exist a world exactly like ours. A place where you are sitting or lying exactly as you are now, listening to these words, preparing to rest. And perhaps, somewhere else, another version of you is not listening, but doing something entirely different, yet the setting, the stars above, the reality around them, feels just as real as this one. Some philosophers have asked if infinity contains every possible variation of reality. Does it dilute the meaning of our individual lives? Are we less significant if countless duplicates exist across the endless expanse? But maybe the opposite is true. Perhaps, instead of making us insignificant, it highlights how precious this exact moment is. Out of infinite possibilities, this one has unfolded for you right here. Right now, infinity isn't just a number, it's a mirror reflecting both wonder and mystery. It humbles us, but also invites us to feel a quiet awe. And in that awe, there is a deep stillness, like the silence of space itself. So, as your breathing slows and your body eases into the rhythm of rest, let the thought of infinity settle softly in your mind. You don't need to solve it. You don't need to hold on to it tightly. Just allow it to remind you of the vastness surrounding you and how small burdens, worries, or stresses begin to fade when placed against a canvas so endless. And with that, we gently close the first chapter of our journey. Ahead lies even deeper reflections, where time, space, and existence itself begin to blur. But for now, let yourself simply rest in the comfort of knowing that infinity, in all its strangeness, is not something to fire, it's something to carry you softly into sleep. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself standing on the shoreline of an infinite ocean. You can hear the waves, you can smell the salt in the air, you can feel the sand beneath your feet. Yet no matter how far you look, the horizon always conceals what lies beyond. That is what our universe is like. We live in the midst of something that stretches endlessly, but what we see of it, what we can measure and explore, is limited. We call this boundary the observable universe. The observable universe is not a fixed wall or a cosmic barrier. It's not a physical edge that you could fly a spaceship toward and crash into like a wall of glass. Instead, it is a horizon created by the finite speed of light and the finite age of our cosmos. Light takes time to travel. When you look at the moon, you are seeing it as it was a second ago. When you look at the sun, you are seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. And when you look at the most distant galaxies we can detect, you are gazing billions of years into the past. This horizon, this boundary of visibility, stretches about 46.5 billion light-years in every direction. That's not the size of the universe itself, only the size of the portion we can currently observe. Beyond that, the universe may go on forever, or it may curve back on itself in ways we cannot yet imagine. But our observable window is finite. It is like being in a vast forest with a lantern. You can only see as far as the light reaches, even though the trees may extend endlessly in every direction. Now, pause and let that thought settle. 46 billion light-years, already such an impossible distance, represents not the full scale of reality, but only the tiny circle illuminated by our cosmic lantern. Everything outside this circle remains hidden. It exists, but it lies beyond our ability to perceive. Here is where mystery begins to take hold. What lies beyond the edge of our sight? Could there be galaxies more ancient than any we've seen? Could there be regions of the universe governed by laws of physics unlike our own? Or perhaps even entire expanses where stars never formed, where endless voids stretch darker than anything we can comprehend. Scientists sometimes call this the cosmic horizon, and it is in many ways similar to standing at the edge of a great sea during the night. You hear the waves, you feel the cool air, you sense the immensity before you, but you cannot see what lies past the horizon. It humbles us, reminding us that human perception is deeply limited, even with the most powerful telescopes. And yet, this limitation is also a source of beauty. Think about it. When you look up at the stars, you are not merely seeing lights twinkling in the night sky. You are looking into the past. The starlight hitting your eyes tonight may have begun its journey millions of years ago, before human civilization even existed. To gaze into the heavens is to look through layers of time, to peer across the history of the cosmos itself. The very edge of our observable universe is like a time capsule, a record of creation. The further we look, the closer we approach the beginning. Eventually, our telescopes show us not galaxies, not stars, but the faint glow of the cosmic microwave background, the ancient light left over from the Big Bang itself. This is the oldest light we can see, about 13.8 billion years old. Beyond that, the universe becomes opaque, a fog of creation we cannot penetrate. So here is the paradox. We can see a universe that is, in principle, infinite, yet our sight is forever caged by time and distance. We live in a cosmos vast beyond imagination, but we can only glimpse a fraction of it, like staring through a tiny keyhole at a sprawling cathedral. For some, this might inspire frustration. Why can't we know more? Why can't we reach beyond? But for others, it inspires wonder. The mystery itself is part of the beauty. The fact that we can never fully see the universe means it will always remain an endless source of discovery, something that can never be fully owned, fully mapped, or fully explained. Let yourself sink into that thought for a moment. As you lie here, perhaps beginning to drift closer to sleep, consider the comfort in not knowing everything. In a world where so much of our lives is about control, about planning, about trying to make sense of every detail, the universe offers us a rare gift: mystery. The unknown is not our enemy, is a reminder that reality is bigger than our struggles, wider than our fears, and more enduring than our worries. Imagine floating in the quiet of space, drifting gently toward the edge of the observable universe. You see galaxies receding into the distance, their light stretched into faint whispers of red. You travel further, and the stars thin out, giving way to darkness. Then, in the farthest reaches, you see the afterglow of the Big Bang itself, soft, ancient light wrapping the universe in its first memory. Beyond it, silence. Beyond it, the unknown. And as you float there, at the edge of all we can see, you realize something profound. The universe is not made less beautiful by its limits. In fact, the limits give it meaning, just as a horizon makes a sunset breathtaking. The boundary of our vision makes the cosmos all the more precious. You might wonder, what if? Beyond the observable universe, there are countless other regions just like ours, bubbles of galaxies, stars and planets stretching forever. Some scientists call this the multiverse hypothesis. If true, it means our universe is just one bubble in an infinite foam of realities. Others suggest that space might eventually curve back upon itself, like the surface of a sphere, meaning that if you traveled far enough, you would return to where you started. But whether the universe is infinite or finite, flat or curved, one truth remains: we can only see as far as light has traveled since the beginning of time. The observable universe is our cosmic horizon, a reminder of both our knowledge and our ignorance, of both our reach and our humility. And so, as you rest tonight, let yourself drift toward that horizon in your imagination. Feel the wonder of standing at the boundary of human understanding, gazing into the endless unknown. Let the weight of infinite possibility wash over you, not as a burden, but as a gentle tide, carrying you further into calmness, further into peace, further into the embrace of rest. If the observable universe is our lantern in the dark, then beyond it stretches an ocean without end an expanse of mystery that calls to us, even though we cannot yet reach it. The human mind naturally wonders, what is out there? What lies past the veil of 46.5 billion light-years? Is it more of the same, or something profoundly different? To begin, let's think of the universe as a vast stage. Within the circle of our observation, the performance unfolds in familiar patterns. Galaxies spin, stars burn and die, planets form and dissolve. But just beyond the curtain, hidden from our eyes, may exist stages where the play is written differently. The laws of physics we take for granted, the way light bends, the way matter forms, even the way time itself flows, may not apply in the same way. Some scientists propose that the regions beyond our observable horizon might look almost identical to our own. Galaxies upon galaxies, scattered endlessly, continuing the pattern we see here. In that vision, the universe is uniform, infinite, an eternal, a repeating fabric with no true edges. But others suggest something more radical, that beyond what we see, the universe could shift into realms unlike anything we know. Imagine, for instance, a place where gravity is stronger, where stars form in clusters too dense for planets like Earth to exist. Or imagine the opposite, regions so empty that entire billions of light-years contain nothing but thin whispers of matter. Cosmic deserts stretching farther than thought itself. In such places, the very concept of life might be impossible. Yet they would still be part of the grand tapestry of reality. And then there is the possibility of the multiverse. Not just a continuation of space, but entirely separate pockets of universe, each with its own rules. One bubble might have stars that never shine. Another might be filled entirely with black holes, while another could give rise to life forms beyond our wildest imagination. If this is true, then our universe is not the whole story, is merely one chapter in a book, too vast for us to read. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. When you lie down at night and gaze into the stars, you are not just looking into a sky above your head, you are peering into a fraction of infinity. Beyond the reach of your sight, countless possibilities ripple outward. Just as an ocean doesn't end where your eyes fail to see, the universe doesn't end at the boundary of the observable. It goes on and on and on. There is also another mystery hidden in the fabric of the horizon, the idea of cosmic inflation. In the earliest moments of the universe, right after the Big Bang, the cosmos expanded faster than the speed of light, looning from smaller than an atom to larger than entire galaxies in the blink of an eye. This sudden inflation may have created vast regions of space forever separated from one another. Imagine blowing a soap bubble. The surface expands, and each tiny patch of the bubble drifts further away until it is unreachable. Our observable universe may be just one patch, with countless others lying beyond, eternally hidden from our view. And yet, even though these regions may never be seen, they still affect us. The cosmic microwave background, the faint glow of the Big Bang, carries subtle patterns, like ripples in a pond. These ripples hint at what lies beyond the horizon, whispering of realms just out of reach. Scientists study them carefully, hoping to decode what kind of universe surrounds us, what kind of reality extends into the unseen. For you, lying here tonight, these ideas can be more than scientific theories. They can be a form of meditation. Close your eyes and picture yourself standing at the very edge of the observable universe where light fades into silence. You see the galaxies growing faint, their glow stretched thin by time and distance. Then, imagine stepping beyond into the unseeable. What would you find? Would the silence feel heavier or lighter? Would the fabric of space shimmer differently? Would you feel small or infinite yourself? There is no answer, only wonder. And in that wonder, there is peace. Because if the universe is infinite, then so too are the possibilities. The existence of the unknown is not something to fear, but something to embrace. It means that no matter how much we learn, there will always be more to discover, more to dream about, more to imagine as you drift into rest. So tonight, let your thoughts wander beyond the lantern of the observable universe. Picture the ocean without shorelines, the forest without an end, the sky without a ceiling. What lies out there may be strange, it may be beautiful, it may even be unimaginable, but it exists, and it waits in silence. As eternal as the stars themselves, imagine standing on a mountaintop at night. The air is crisp, the world below you is quiet, and above you the stars shine like countless lanterns strung across the darkness. No matter how long you look, you know there are more stars than your eyes can count, more mysteries than your mind can hold. The universe, in this way, mirrors that mountain sky. The more we see, the more we understand how much lies forever out of reach. This realization of how small our vision is compared to the vastness of existence could easily make us feel fragile, even insignificant. But instead, it can bring a kind of peace. To accept that there are mysteries we will never solve, regions we will never see, is to let go of the need for complete control. The cosmos doesn't require our understanding in order to exist. It simply is. And that reminder can be freeing. The edge of the observable universe is not the end of reality. It is only the end of our sight. Beyond it may lie billions upon billions of galaxies, each with stars, planets, and perhaps even life. Or perhaps beyond it lies only emptiness, an eternal silence stretching farther than thought itself. Both possibilities are beautiful in their own way. Consider this, somewhere beyond that horizon. There could be light that has never touched Earth, entire galaxies whose starlight is traveling outward, but will never reach us, because the universe expands faster than the light can cross it. They exist, but they are forever separated from us. In a sense, they are like dreams that we will never wake into, and yet, even though we cannot see them, they shape our imagination. They remind us that reality is larger than what we experience. They remind us that what we call the universe is, in truth, only the part we are allowed to glimpse. Astronomers sometimes compare this to living inside a sphere of fog. You can see a certain distance, but no matter how far you walk, the fog moves with you. The horizon is always the same distance away. Our cosmic horizon behaves like that. No matter how advanced our telescopes become, no matter how deeply we search, there will always be a boundary, always an outer wall of mystery, and yet, instead of being a limitation, this horizon is a gift. It keeps our sense of wonder alive. It gives us something to dream about, something to imagine, something to expand into with thought, if not with ships or machines. It whispers, there is always more. Always more beauty, always more strangeness. Always more possibility waiting just beyond your reach. Think for a moment of how different human life might feel if everything could be known. If every question had a final answer, if every horizon could be crossed. There would be no room for awe, no place for mystery, no spark of wonder in the unknown. The very existence of the horizon, the fact that we cannot see beyond it, makes the universe feel alive, endless and endlessly worth exploring. Now, as you rest, allow yourself to breathe in that sense of wonder. You don't have to solve the paradox of infinity. You don't have to understand the mechanics of cosmic expansion. You only need to feel the quiet comfort that comes from knowing you are part of something immeasurably vast. Your life, your experiences, your thoughts, all of them take place inside a universe that has no clear edge, no definite boundary. You are cradled within a reality so enormous that your worries seem smaller, your stresses lighter, your mind calmer. And as your thoughts drift closer to sleep, picture yourself once more at that horizon. The galaxies stretch into the distance until they fade into faint red embers. Beyond them, silence reigns. Beyond them, the unknown begins. But instead of fear, you feel serenity. The unknown is not empty, it is full of potential. It is the canvas upon which all dreams are painted. So let the thought of the edge of the universe be like a lullaby, soft, infinite, unending. It reminds you that the universe is larger than your struggles, deeper than your questions, and more mysterious than your imagination. And with that, you can close your eyes, surrender to rest, and trust that tomorrow will rise again beneath the same endless sky. When we try to think about infinity, the mind immediately senses a tension. On the one hand, the concept is simple. There is no end, no boundary, no final number or point. On the other hand, when we attempt to truly grasp it, the idea begins to twist and bend, revealing contradictions and impossibilities that can feel both frustrating and fascinating. This is where paradoxes emerge, those strange moments where logic and imagination seem to collide, where the familiar rules of our world begin to fail. Imagine counting stars in the night sky. You begin with 1, then 2, then 10, then 100. Soon, the numbers become so large they lose all meaning. And yet, no matter how high you count, there is always one more. Infinity refuses to stop. It cannot be contained. Even the most precise measurement falls short. Because infinity cannot be pinned down. This is the first challenge of the infinite universe. The human mind is finite. Our brains evolved to navigate a world of limits: a forest, a river, a mountain knot, a cosmos without edges, without a beginning, without an end. Trying to imagine a universe without bounds is like trying to hold the wind in your hands. It is always just beyond reach, slipping through your fingers even as you feel it. Brush past. Philosophers and scientists have wrestled with this idea for centuries. Zeno of Elea, a Greek thinker from over 2,000 years ago, presented some of the earliest paradoxes of infinity. One of his famous examples, the paradox of Achilles and the tortoise, imagines a race where Achilles gives the tortoise a head start. Zeno argues that, no matter how fast Achilles runs, he can never overtake the tortoise, because he must first reach the point where the tortoise began, and by the time he gets there, the tortoise has moved slightly ahead. In this way, Zeno demonstrates how infinity appears in motion, in time, and in space, and how it can bend our understanding of what seems obvious. In the same way, the infinite universe challenges our intuition. If space has no end, then for every galaxy we see, there are countless others beyond it. Some of these galaxies might be moving away from us so quickly that their light will never reach. Earth others might contain structures and patterns so large and complex that our minds cannot comprehend them. And yet, all of this exists simultaneously, quietly stretching outward in all directions. A vast tapestry without edge. Another paradox arises when we consider probability and repetition. In an infinite universe with infinite possibilities, every arrangement of matter could occur countless times. That means there could be another Earth, another city, another version of you, somewhere in the unseeable distance, living out the same or slightly different life. The concept is staggering because it forces us to question our uniqueness, our reality, and the very nature of identity. In infinity, even the most extraordinary events are bound to repeat endlessly. Yet infinity is not merely about repetition. It is also about scale. Consider the largest cosmic structures, the filaments of galaxies, stretching for hundreds of millions of light-years. These superclusters, these enormous webs of matter, suggest that even the vastness of what we can observe is just a tiny fragment of the whole. Beyond our horizon, the structures may be larger, stranger, or entirely different. Our perception of size and distance is anchored to our limited understanding. But infinity challenges every scale, from the subatomic to the cosmic, revealing a reality that is both larger and more intricate than we can fully grasp. And then there is the paradox of knowledge itself. We have created science, mathematics, and philosophy to measure, explain, and understand the universe. Yet infinity resists all attempts at full comprehension. We can calculate probabilities, map galaxies, and even estimate the expansion of space, but no equation can fully contain the infinite. It is a horizon that recedes no matter how far we approach. Every answer leads to new questions, and every observation hints at what cannot be seen. This tension, the interplay between what we can know and what we cannot, is at the heart of why an infinite universe is so difficult. Infinity is not just a concept. It is an experience. It stretches the mind, expands the imagination, and humbles the soul. It forces us to acknowledge the limits of perception, the fleeting nature of time, and the boundless potential of reality. To feel infinity is also to confront uncertainty. Human beings crave understanding and closure. We want beginnings and endings, causes and effects. But in an infinite cosmos, beginnings may dissolve into endless sequences. Endings may merge into eternal continuities, and cause and effect may operate on scales beyond comprehension. It is like standing at the edge of a shoreless ocean. The waves are familiar, but the vastness beyond them defies expectation. Even mathematics, our most precise tool, encounters paradoxes in the infinite. Georg Cantor, a brilliant mathematician of the 19th century, discovered that infinities come in different sizes. The infinity of whole numbers is smaller than the infinity of real numbers between 0 and 1. Such revelations show that infinity is not a singular concept. It has layers, hierarchies, and complexities that can baffle even the sharpest minds. The infinite universe is similarly layered, boundless, yes, but with structure and patterns that we are only beginning to glimpse. And yet, as complex and paradoxical as all this may seem, there is a quiet beauty in it. Infinity reminds us that the universe is far more magnificent than our daily concerns. It gives perspective. It allows us to see our lives, our joys, our struggles in a different light. The paradoxes of infinity are not walls to be climbed, but horizons to contemplate, an invitation to imagine, to wonder, and to rest in awe. So, as you lie here, perhaps drifting between wakefulness and sleep, allow yourself to feel the paradox. Let your mind stretch without strain. Let the ideas flow around you like gentle tides that rise and fall with the rhythm of your breath. Infinity is not a riddle to solve tonight. It is a companion, a quiet presence, a whisper of the vastness that surrounds and includes you. And as that thought settles, notice how paradox transforms from something abstract and challenging into something almost comforting. The infinite universe is difficult, yes, but it is also endlessly captivating. It reminds you that even as a finite being, you are part of a reality far larger than imagination, far deeper than the boundaries of your room, far older than the night sky above. Now that we have begun to feel the weight and wonder of infinity, let us explore some of the paradoxes that make an endless universe so mind-bending. These are not merely puzzles for scientists or philosophers. They are invitations to let the imagination roam freely, to witness the strange and beautiful logic of a cosmos, without limits. One of the most famous of these paradoxes is Olber's paradox. First posed by the German astronomer Heinrich Olbers in the early 19th century. Imagine looking at the night sky. If the universe were truly infinite and filled uniformly with stars, then every line of sight should eventually end on the surface of a star. In that case, the night sky would be a constant blaze of light, bright enough to rival the sun. But the sky we see is dark, scattered with stars. Vast black spaces in between. The resolution of this paradox reveals both the finite age of our universe and the dynamic nature of space itself. Stars have not existed forever. Light travels at a finite speed, and space is expanding, stretching the wavelengths of distant light into invisibility. Yet even in this solution, the paradox remains fascinating. Nick reminds us that what we perceive is only a fragment of what exists. That reality can be counterintuitive, and that our senses are limited in the face of cosmic vastness. Another perplexing idea arises when we consider infinite repetition. In an endless universe with infinite possibilities, every possible configuration of matter should occur somewhere. That includes planets exactly like Earth, entire civilizations that mirror our own, and even countless versions of you listening to these words right now, living slightly different lives in a different corner of space. This is not science fiction. It's a logical consequence of infinity. Such repetition challenges our sense of uniqueness. If somewhere another version of you exists, does that make your existence less meaningful? Perhaps not. Perhaps it is precisely the awareness of infinity that makes each moment, each choice, each heartbeat infinitely precious. You exist here, now, in a universe of immeasurable possibilities. That singularity is extraordinary, despite perhaps because of the infinite repetitions beyond reach. Then there is the paradox of scale. Infinity allows the very large and the very small to coexist in ways that feel impossible. The vast filaments of galaxies stretch across hundreds of millions of light-years. Within them, tiny atoms whirl, smaller than anything the eye can see. Infinity encompasses both extremes simultaneously, revealing a universe where magnitude is relative, where the tiniest particle can have as much importance as the grandest galaxy. Our minds struggle to contain this. Yet it is a truth that the cosmos whispers gently to those who listen. Time, too, becomes paradoxical in the context of infinity. The universe has a beginning, the Big Bang, but does it have an end? And even if the universe continues forever, what does forever truly mean? When we measure time in years, centuries, and millennia, we grasp only the smallest fraction of cosmic history. Infinity stretches before and after us, and suddenly the human experience of minutes and hours feels ephemeral. Yet, paradoxically, within our short lives, we can witness and comprehend parts of this enormous story. We are finite beings glimpsing the infinite, and that alone is a miracle. Entropy, the measure of disorder, introduces yet another paradox. In a universe that may be infinite, how does order emerge? Stars form from clouds of gas. Galaxies coalesce from cosmic dust. Life arises on tiny worlds, all amidst a backdrop of chaos. Infinity does not eliminate randomness. Rather, it makes every outcome inevitable. Some regions of space will be filled with extraordinary complexity, others with perfect emptiness. The universe contains both possibility and certainty simultaneously. A harmony of contradiction. Even our attempt to quantify infinity leads to paradoxes. Georg Cantor's revolutionary work in the 19th century revealed that infinities can differ in size. The infinity of integers 1, 2, 3, and so on is smaller than the infinity of points on a line between 0 and 1. This mathematical revelation mirrors the universe itself. Infinity is not a single, simple concept. It is layered, hierarchical, and astonishingly rich. just as there are larger and smaller infinities in mathematics. There may be regions of space that extend differently, expand at different rates, or host structures beyond imagination. And yet, as complex and confounding as all this may be, there is a quiet peace in contemplating these paradoxes. To dwell on infinity is to step outside ordinary concerns. Worries, deadlines, and stress fade into perspective when placed against a canvas so vast that no one mind could ever fully grasp it. Infinity encourages patience, humility, and wonder. It reminds us that there is a larger story unfolding beyond what we can measure, a story in which our small lives are threads in a cosmic tapestry as you rest tonight. Let the paradoxes wash over you like gentle waves. Picture the stars stretching endlessly in every direction. Picture every possible version of reality quietly existing, some mirroring your own, others unimaginably different. Picture space expanding faster than light, galaxies drifting apart into the unknown, and the silence beyond the observable horizon. These ideas are not meant to confuse. They are meant to expand the mind, to quiet the noise of the day, and to invite you into a profound stillness. The infinite universe is difficult to understand. Yes, but it is also endlessly fascinating. Its paradoxes are not obstacles, they are gateways. Each one allows your mind to stretch, to imagine, to float beyond the familiar, and to rest in the embrace of something larger than yourself. And in that gentle awareness, you can feel a kind of serenity that no finite worry or fleeting concern can disrupt. Tonight, as you drift closer to sleep, carry with you the sense of paradox not as a problem to solve, but as a companion. Infinity is not a threat. It is an invitation. It asks you to sit quietly, to breathe, to imagine, and to rest in the vastness of existence. As we move deeper into the infinite, there is a truth that begins to settle quietly in the mind. Paradox is not something to fight against. In fact, it is something to embrace. The contradictions, the repeating patterns, the impossible scales, all of these are the language of the universe itself. They are reminders that reality is far more complex, subtle, and beautiful than any simple explanation could ever capture. Picture yourself lying beneath the night sky once more. The stars shine brightly, each one a distant sun, each one a marker of time and space that stretches far beyond comprehension. The constellations, may be familiar, but the universe is filled with patterns and possibilities that your mind has never seen and may never fully grasp. The edge of what you can observe, the paradoxes that confound logic. And the infinite possibilities beyond these are not limits. They are doors. In the same way, your own thoughts can become doors, opening onto quiet reflection, imagination, and wonder. You do not need to solve every paradox, understand every law, or grasp every scale. Instead, let the ideas drift around you like soft clouds. Let them move gently past your mind, expanding it, stretching it, and then letting it rest. Infinity is not a problem to be fixed, it is an experience to be felt. A vastness to be honored and contemplated. Consider how these cosmic paradoxes mirror our own lives. We live in a world full of uncertainty, of questions without answers, of events we cannot control. Yet, just as the universe thrives in its complexity, so too can we find peace in our own impermanence and limitations. We can breathe, we can observe, we can exist, fully aware that life itself contains mysteries beyond measure. Imagine now that each paradox, the endless repetition of worlds, the vast scales of space, the silent unknown beyond our horizon, is a gentle rhythm. Like the ebb and flow of an ocean tide, you are floating in this cosmic rhythm, moving effortlessly with the rise and fall of infinite possibility. No need to resist, no need to analyze, no need to solve. Just let yourself be cradled by the universe, held in its infinite expanse. There is also a subtle joy in realizing that infinity allows for both the small and the large to coexist. Your individual life, your unique experiences, your very thoughts, these are meaningful, even amidst the immeasurable vastness. Just as a single star contributes to the brilliance of a galaxy, each action, each breath, each moment of awareness adds to the richness of reality itself. Infinity does not diminish your presence. It amplifies the beauty of being here now. Now, imagine drifting further, beyond the edge of understanding, where light stretches into red embers and time seems to slow. Here, at the intersection of perception and paradox, there is serenity. There is nothing urgent, nothing demanding, nothing to measure or conquer. There is only the vast, gentle sweep of existence. A reality so grand that it can hold all questions, all answers, all contradictions, and still leave room for wonder. As your mind floats in this space, allow yourself to feel the paradox not as a challenge, but as a companion. The infinite universe is difficult, yes, but in its difficulty lies its gift. It teaches patience, humility, curiosity, and awe. It reminds you that mystery is not emptiness, is a canvas upon which imagination, reflection, and peace can grow. And as you settle into this awareness, notice the subtle rhythm of your own body, the rise and fall of your chest, the quiet beat of your heart, the gentle flow of breath. These finite sensations exist within the infinite. They are anchors, gentle reminders of your presence, your consciousness, and your connection to the vast cosmos. You are small, yet significant, fleeting, yet eternal in the awareness of this infinite moment. So let tonight be a time to rest with paradox. Let the infinite stretch around you like a comforting blanket, its mysteries and contradictions creating a gentle, endless horizon. There is no rush, no need to understand fully, no pressure to reach the unreachable. Simply be, float, observe, breathe. Let the infinite universe carry you into rest, into reflection, and into dreams. In embracing paradox, you embrace peace. In accepting the impossible vastness, you find calm. And in surrendering to the infinite, you discover a quiet joy that neither time nor distance can take away. As we continue our journey through the vastness of space and time, we arrive at a crossroads between philosophy and science, imagination and observation. Modern cosmology is the field that seeks to bridge these worlds. It attempts to describe the universe in precise terms while still acknowledging the infinite mysteries that surround us. Tonight, as you rest and listen, let us explore how scientists conceptualize an infinite cosmos, and how their models help us glimpse the unimaginable vastness beyond our everyday perception. One of the most fundamental ideas in modern cosmology is the notion that the universe may indeed be infinite. Unlike earlier eras when humans imagined a sky bounded by celestial spheres, contemporary physics suggests that space could stretch endlessly in all directions, a limitless expanse without a true edge. In this model, the observable universe, the portion we can see, is only a small fraction of the whole. Beyond the horizon, space continues, potentially without limit, filled with galaxies, dark matter, and the faint glow of cosmic radiation. But infinity is not just a simple notion of more space. Cosmologists consider how the structure, shape, and curvature of space could influence the infinite. One model imagines the universe as flat, like a vast plane extending endlessly. In this scenario, light travels in straight lines, and the distribution of matter continues uniformly, suggesting that patterns we observe here may repeat over unimaginable distances. The infinite flat universe is the simplest conception, yet it holds profound implications. If true, it means that every galaxy, every star, every planet you can imagine might exist somewhere else, perhaps slightly altered, perhaps almost identical. Other models consider curved space, where the universe resembles the surface of a sphere or a higher dimensional analog. In a positively curved universe, traveling far enough in one direction could eventually bring you back to your starting point. Much like circumnavigating the Earth, such a universe can still be finite in volume, yet unbounded. A paradox that stretches our understanding of infinity. In these scenarios, the universe challenges our everyday intuitions about distance, direction, and boundary, and invites us to imagine what it would be like to move endlessly without ever reaching an edge. Cosmologists also explore the multiverse, a model that takes the idea of infinity even further. According to some theories, our universe may be just one of countless universes, each with its own laws of physics, constants, and structures. Some universes might be sterile and empty. Others may be teeming with complexity beyond imagination. In this framework, infinity exists not just in space, but in the very possibilities of reality itself. Each bubble of the multiverse represents a different chapter in a cosmic story whose scale is beyond comprehension. Modern techniques allow scientists to probe the infinite in ways that were once purely theoretical. Observations of the cosmic microwave background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang offer clues about the large-scale structure of the universe. Minute variations in temperature and density reveal the ripples and waves that formed galaxies, clusters, and superclusters. By mapping these fluctuations, cosmologists gain insights into whether the universe is flat, curved, or part of a broader multiverse. These measurements are not just abstract data points. They are windows into the infinite. Whispers from regions of space we may never see directly. Yet even the most sophisticated models are constrained by what we can observe. The observable universe acts as a kind of cosmic lantern, illuminating only a tiny portion of the total expanse. Beyond it, light has not had enough time to reach us, and there may be entire realms of reality forever beyond detection. Scientists must therefore use mathematics, theory, and inference to speculate about what lies beyond the horizon. These inferences are guided by elegant equations, physical laws, and the patterns seen in the cosmos. But they remain, in some sense, acts of imagination. One of the most striking concepts in modern cosmology is the idea that the universe may be spatially infinite but temporally finite. In other words, space could stretch endlessly. Yet the universe itself has a beginning. The Big Bang, approximately 13.8 billion years ago. All of space, time, and matter emerged from a singularity. And the cosmos has been expanding ever since. This expansion raises paradoxical questions. If space is infinite now, was it infinite at the beginning? Or did infinity emerge as space itself expanded? These questions challenge not only physics, but our intuition about beginnings and endings, inviting contemplation as we rest quietly. Another fascinating notion is cosmic inflation. The theory that in the first fraction of a second after the Big Bang, the universe expanded faster than the speed of light. This rapid expansion could have stretched tiny quantum fluctuations into vast cosmic structures, creating regions that are forever beyond our observation. Inflation provides a natural explanation for why the universe appears uniform on large scales, and it hints at the possibility of other pocket universes forming alongside our own. The infinite, in this view, is both mathematical and physical. It exists in space, in time, and in the very processes that gave birth to everything we see. Consider also the philosophical implications of these models. In an infinite universe, every outcome that is physically possible must eventually occur. Somewhere, another version of Earth might exist. Somewhere else, life may have evolved in entirely alien forms. The multiverse expands this further, suggesting that even the laws of physics themselves could vary, creating entirely different realities. Infinity, therefore, is not just a measure of distance. It is a measure of possibility, a reminder that the cosmos is far richer than we can perceive. As you listen, Lying quietly, allow yourself to drift through these models. Imagine traveling across a flat, endless plain of galaxies, each one glowing faintly in the dark. Imagine curving through a universe that loops back on itself, where directions lose their meaning. Picture bubbles of reality floating beyond the observable, each one hosting phenomena that challenge comprehension. Let these visions expand your awareness gently, without urgency or tension. Infinity is vast, yes, but it can also be comforting. A reminder that there is always more to imagine, more to dream, more to explore, whether in thought, in observation, or in sleep. Modern cosmology, then, is both precise and poetic. It uses mathematics and observation to understand reality. Yet it acknowledges that some truths may forever elude direct measurement. Scientists build models, make predictions, and test hypotheses, but the infinite universe ensures that there will always be mysteries. And in that balance of knowledge and wonder lies a profound lesson. The universe is immense, incomprehensible, and yet intimately connected to your awareness here and now. As we rest here, floating gently in thought, let us take a deeper look at the different models that modern cosmologists use to imagine an infinite universe. Each model offers a unique perspective, a new way to experience the enormity of existence, and a framework for understanding how infinity can manifest in reality. The first model we will explore is the flat universe, a concept widely supported by current observations. Imagine an endless plane stretching in every direction, perfectly uniform and without curvature. In this space, parallel lines never converge, and the familiar rules of Euclidean geometry hold true. Galaxies drift silently across the void. Stars burn in familiar patterns, and yet the scale is so vast that no matter how far you travel, the horizon always stretches just beyond your gaze. A flat universe may indeed be infinite, containing endless stars, planets, and galaxies. It is a universe where repetition is inevitable somewhere. Configurations of matter identical to those you see now may exist, perhaps infinitely many times. Next is the open universe model, which envisions space as curved like a saddle. This geometry means that the universe is infinite, but its expansion is accelerating. In an open universe, galaxies drift apart faster and faster, never to return. Space stretches endlessly, and the distances between structures grow larger with each passing eon. Imagine floating through this universe. The stars you once knew would slowly recede into darkness, the familiar constellations dissolving into the unknown. Infinity in this context becomes not only vast but dynamic, a living, breathing expanse that continually reshapes itself. Then there is the closed universe model, where space curves back on itself, like the surface of a sphere in higher dimensions. In this type of universe, you could travel in one direction forever, and eventually return to your starting point, though the journey would take incomprehensible amounts of time. A closed universe can still feel infinite because the scale is so vast that human perception cannot grasp its entirety, even in such a finite yet unbounded space. The idea of infinity emerges through repeated cycles, endless movement, and the profound notion that boundaries can exist without being edges. Beyond these geometric models, cosmologists consider the multiverse an idea that stretches imagination to its limits. If our universe is just one bubble among countless others, then infinity exists not only in space, but in the very structure of reality. Each universe could have its own laws of physics, constants, and patterns. Some may be eerily familiar. Others may be so alien that even the concept of matter or time would be unrecognizable. In this framework, infinity becomes multidimensional. It is distance, possibility, and diversity all at once. The multiverse invites us to consider that what we experience is only one slice of a vast cosmic tapestry, a single melody in a symphony of endless variations. Observational evidence plays a vital role in shaping these models. Scientists study the cosmic microwave background, CMB, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, to understand the geometry and structure of the universe. Tiny variations in temperature and density reveal the patterns that formed galaxies, clusters, and the cosmic web. These measurements suggest that the universe is very close to flat. Yet small uncertainties leave room for alternate possibilities. The data we collect is like peering through a foggy window at a vast landscape. We can discern shapes and patterns, but the full scope remains just beyond reach. Consider also cosmic inflation, the theory that the universe underwent an extremely rapid expansion in its first fractions of a second. Inflation explains why the observable universe is so uniform and why distant regions appear similar despite being separated by incomprehensible distances. Yet inflation also hints at other regions of space beyond what we can see, domains that may contain entirely different cosmic histories. Infinity, in this sense, is both local and global. Our observable patch is just a small part of an endless whole, one fragment of a potentially boundless ensemble. Mathematics provides another lens to explore infinity. The work of Georg Cantor in the 19th century revealed that infinities can have different sizes or cardinalities. Applied to cosmology, this means that even within an infinite universe, some structures, patterns, or sets of possibilities may be larger than others in a meaningful way. The universe, therefore, is not merely unending space. It is a hierarchy of infinite possibilities, layers of complexity that can never be fully captured but can always be contemplated as you listen. Imagine drifting through these models. In a flat universe, glide past endless galaxies, each sparkling like tiny lanterns. In an open universe, feel the accelerating expansion gently stretching the distance between stars. In a closed universe, envision a slow, looping journey, a path with no edges, a cosmic circle of eternity. And in the multiverse, let your mind float from one bubble to another. Each a different reality, each a different horizon, each a manifestation of infinite possibility. The beauty of these models is that they are not merely academic. They are invitations to wonder. They encourage reflection, meditation, and contemplation. Infinity, once a source of confusion, becomes a landscape for thought. A gentle reminder that reality is far larger, more intricate, and more mysterious than any single mind could contain. The vastness of space, the repetition of patterns, the possibility of other universes, all of these can coexist in a tranquil awareness. A serene experience that stretches your imagination while soothing your mind in this calm space. You begin to notice a rhythm in the universe. The galaxies drift silently, the cosmic web stretches in elegant filaments, and the potential for infinite variation hums quietly in the background. You do not need to understand every detail. You only need to sense the order and complexity, the subtle patterns that emerge from infinity. Each thought, each reflection, each quiet breath is part of this grand cosmic flow, a connection to the eternal expanse that stretches beyond comprehension. And so, as you rest and allow these visions to drift through your mind, let the models of the infinite universe serve as a gentle guide. Infinity is not a problem. It is an experience. It is a calm, endless horizon, a canvas of unimaginable scope, a companion for quiet reflection. Whether flat, open, closed, or part of a multiverse, the universe invites you to float within it, to rest within it, and to let the vastness soothe your mind as you drift closer to sleep. As we drift deeper into thought, gently guided by the vastness of space, it becomes clear that the models of an infinite universe are more than just scientific theories. They are reflections of possibility, wonder, and quiet contemplation. They offer a framework for imagining infinity, but they also invite us to experience it, to feel it, and to rest within it. Picture yourself floating through the infinite expanse. In a flat universe, you glide endlessly, never reaching an edge, observing galaxies that stretch farther than your mind can comprehend. In an open universe, you sense the accelerating expansion, the quiet stretching of space as distant stars slowly fade from view. In a closed universe, your path curves gently, looping back upon itself. A subtle reminder that boundaries can exist without limits. And beyond it all, the multiverse whispers of possibilities too numerous to count. Worlds that might mirror our own, and worlds that could be unimaginably different. In contemplating these models, one begins to sense a kind of serenity. Infinity is not threatening. It is vast, yes, but also comforting. It reminds us that our daily worries, fleeting concerns, and finite perspectives are small in comparison, but they are not insignificant. Just as a single star contributes to the brilliance of a galaxy, every moment of awareness, every gentle thought, every quiet breath adds to the richness of the cosmos. Even in the midst of infinite space, our existence matters. These models also encourage patience and reflection. The universe operates on scales far beyond human comprehension, millions of light-years. Billions of years, but the principles governing it are elegant and simple, revealing patterns that connect the smallest particles to the largest structures. By observing and contemplating these patterns, we practice a form of cosmic mindfulness. We learn to rest in the complexity, to allow wonder to replace anxiety, and to experience the universe not as a challenge to solve, but as a companion to embrace. Consider the multiverse once more. The idea that countless realities exist, each with its own rules and possibilities, can be both overwhelming and beautiful. It encourages humility, acknowledging that our understanding is limited, and at the same time, it nurtures awe, suggesting that reality is far more generous and imaginative than we ever realized. Floating in this awareness, we recognize that mystery is not a source of fear, it is a source of gentle curiosity and calm. Modern cosmology also teaches us about the interplay between the finite and the infinite. The observable universe, limited though it may be, contains breathtaking structures, galaxies, clusters, and cosmic filaments that stretch across incomprehensible distances. Yet these finite observations are only a window into the larger infinite, a hint of the vastness that lies beyond what we can measure. Even in this small slice of the cosmos, beauty, order, and pattern emerge, reminding us that the infinite contains space for both the grand and the intimate. As you listen tonight, allow these ideas to settle in your mind like a quiet melody. Let the universe become a gentle rhythm surrounding you, each thought and breath syncing with the cosmic cadence. You are part of this universe, a consciousness capable of marveling at its scale, tracing its patterns in thought, and resting within its immensity. Infinity is not abstract. Here it is an experience, a gentle immersion that soothes the mind and nurtures calm. You might also reflect on the paradoxical nature of understanding infinity. While we can model it, theorize about it, and glimpse it through observation, we will never fully grasp it. And that is precisely what makes it beautiful. There is space for imagination, for quiet reflection, and for the gentle awareness that the universe is far larger, more intricate, and more mysterious than we could ever contain. By letting go of the need to fully comprehend, we open ourselves to peace, wonder, and serenity. So tonight, as you rest, consider the universe not as a challenge to solve, but as a companion to explore with your mind, gently, without hurry or effort. Visualize the galaxies, the cosmic structures, the infinite possibilities stretching outward, and allow them to carry you into a state of calm. The universe, in its endless complexity, becomes a lullaby, a soft expanse into which your thoughts can drift, unwind, and settle. In embracing these models flat, open, closed, and multiversally embrace both the enormity and the intimacy of existence, you acknowledge that your mind is small, yet capable of contemplating vastness. You recognize that the unknown is not to be feared, but to be appreciated as it invites rest, reflection, and awe. Infinity is not chaos. It is order beyond comprehension, a landscape in which your awareness can float freely, unbound and at peace. And so, as your breathing deepens and your thoughts slow, let this understanding of the infinite universe guide you gently toward rest. Let the cosmic models become a backdrop for dreams, a soft horizon against which your imagination can wander. Each star, each galaxy, each possibility exists not only in the vastness of space, but also in the quiet corners of your mind, waiting to lull you into serenity. Tonight, you are a traveler in an infinite cosmos. There are no edges, no limits, only vastness and possibility. The universe is immense, yet intimate. It is paradoxical, yet calming. And as you surrender to its gentle expanse, you find peace not only in the stars, not only in the models, but in the quiet awareness of your own presence within this vast, endless, and extraordinary universe. As we drift further into the vastness of the universe, we encounter a realm smaller than stars, galaxies, or even planets, a realm so minute that its behavior defies our ordinary intuition. This is the world of quantum mechanics, where particles exist in probabilities rather than certainties, where reality itself seems fluid, and where even the act of observation can shape what is real. As you rest tonight, imagine floating gently through both the grand infinity of space and the delicate intricacy of the quantum world, each connected to the other in ways both mysterious and beautiful. Quantum theory began over a century ago as physicists struggled to explain phenomena that classical physics could not. Light sometimes behaves as a wave, sometimes as a particle. Electrons exist in clouds of probability, moving in ways that seem random yet obey precise mathematical rules. And at the deepest levels, reality is not a single path but a landscape of possibilities, each waiting to be realized. Now, consider the concept of superposition. A particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously, not choosing a definite position, speed, or energy until it is measured. In a universe that may be infinite, superposition introduces staggering possibilities. Every potential outcome, every path the universe could take, exists in some sense. Even the smallest quantum event might ripple outward, influencing structures far larger than itself. In this quiet, meditative moment, we can imagine these infinite potentialities as threads weaving through the vast fabric of space and time, each one a delicate part of a cosmic tapestry. Closely related is the idea of wave function collapse, where the act of measurement transforms probability into reality. Until we observe it, a particle does not decide its state. In the context of an infinite universe, this raises profound questions. Does each choice, each measurement, create branching realities? Could every possibility play out somewhere, in some form, across the vast stretches of space or within parallel universes? The infinite cosmos, it seems, may host not only endless galaxies, but endless versions of outcomes, endlessly unfolding. One of the most striking interpretations of these ideas is the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, proposed in the mid-20th century, suggests that all possible outcomes of quantum events actually occur, each in a separate, parallel branch of reality. Imagine, as you lie quietly, a universe splitting gently with every decision, every particle, every quantum fluctuation. In one branch, a star explodes. In another, it does not. In one, life evolves in familiar forms. In another, it takes a completely alien path. Infinity becomes multidimensional, not only in space, but in the outcomes and histories of existence itself. These concepts connect deeply to cosmology. If the universe is infinite, then quantum mechanics implies that every possible configuration of matter, energy, and even life might exist somewhere. Tiny differences in particles could create worlds that resemble our own, worlds that are eerily familiar or entirely alien. The combination of quantum mechanics and cosmic infinity suggests a reality that is both profoundly ordered and astonishingly varied. Universe in which every possibility, no matter how improbable, has a home. Quantum entanglement further complicates and enriches this picture. When particles become entangled, their properties are linked, no matter how far apart they are in space. A change to one particle instantly affects the other. In an infinite universe, entanglement could extend across unimaginable distances, connecting regions of space that may never be observed directly, even as you drift through the calm expanse of thought. Imagine these invisible threads stretching across the cosmos, binding the infinite into a subtle, underlying harmony. Measurement itself becomes a central theme in this contemplation. In a universe governed by quantum laws, reality is not entirely independent of observation. Every act of observation, every conscious awareness, subtly interacts with the cosmos. In this meditative space, you might imagine your own consciousness as part of the infinite flow, a quiet witness to probabilities and outcomes, shaping the unfolding universe in ways both mysterious and gentle. Infinity is not only a property of space and matter, is intertwined with perception, awareness, and the act of being. Modern cosmologists explore these ideas when considering the earliest moments of the universe. During the first fractions of a second after the Big Bang, quantum fluctuations may have shaped the distribution of matter, creating the seeds of galaxies, clusters, and cosmic filaments. Tiny events at the quantum scale, imperceptible in themselves, may have determined the large-scale structure of the cosmos. Infinity, therefore, exists not only in the vast reaches of space, but in the delicate, probabilistic interactions at the smallest scales. Another perspective arises when we consider quantum uncertainty. Heisenberg's principle tells us that we cannot simultaneously know a particle's exact position and momentum. In a universe that may be infinite, uncertainty becomes a companion, a gentle reminder that not all can be predicted or measured. This unpredictability does not provoke fear. It offers freedom. Just as the stars drift without bounds, so too do possibilities, and in that drifting, there is beauty, serenity, and wonder. Finally, quantum cosmology suggests that infinity may be reflected in the very nature of reality itself. Space, time, and matter emerge from quantum principles. The vastness of the cosmos, the repeated patterns of galaxies, and the astonishing complexity of life may all arise from the probabilistic, interwoven fabric of the quantum realm. Infinity is therefore not abstracted, is woven into the universe, from the smallest particle to the largest cluster of galaxies, a continuous thread connecting every scale, every moment, and every possibility. As you rest tonight, allow these ideas to wash over you. Picture a universe in which every particle, every galaxy, and every quantum event exists simultaneously in multiple possibilities. Imagine yourself floating gently in this infinite ocean of potential, where reality is fluid, where outcomes are manifold, and where your awareness moves quietly among the probabilities. The quantum universe is not chaotic, it is subtle, elegant, and profoundly serene. You may notice that thinking about quantum mechanics and cosmology, brings a sense of calm paradox. Reality is infinite yet intimate, vast yet delicate, unknowable yet gently perceptible. In this duality, in this balance between comprehension and mystery, there is rest. Infinity, at both cosmic and quantum scales, invites reflection, imagination, and quietude. It is an infinite lullaby, a gentle embrace for the mind and the senses. Tonight, let the probabilistic nature of existence and the infinite possibilities of the universe be a gentle companion. Let the unseen, the unmeasured, and the vast stretch of space and time carry you into stillness. Just as quantum mechanics and cosmology reveal that the universe is richer and more complex than we can ever fully understand, allow yourself to rest in the awareness of infinity. letting serenity and wonder guide your journey toward sleep. As we float further into the vast expanse of thought, let us explore how the principles of quantum mechanics ripple outward to influence the infinite cosmos. In this quiet moment, imagine the universe not as a static backdrop, but as a living, breathing entity woven from probabilities, possibilities, and patterns that extend across space and time. Each quantum event, each subtle fluctuation, contributes to the symphony of infinity, creating a reality that is both delicate and expansive. One of the most profound implications of quantum cosmology is the concept of observer dependence. In classical physics, the universe exists independently of our perception. In quantum mechanics, however, the act of observation influences outcomes. Consider a particle that exists in multiple states, suspended in a haze of probability. It is not until it is observed that it chooses a definitive state. In the context of an infinite universe, this suggests that observation-conscious awareness itself plays a role in shaping reality. As you lie quietly, sensing your own presence, imagine that your awareness is connected, in some gentle way, to the vast, probabilistic cosmos. The many-worlds interpretation extends this idea even further. Every possible outcome of a quantum event may manifest in a separate branch of reality. In an infinite universe, this implies a staggering multiplicity of worlds. Somewhere, galaxies form in slightly different arrangements. Somewhere else, life takes paths that are unrecognizable to us. Even in this quiet state, we can imagine these parallel realities as layers of cosmic possibility, each coexisting without conflict, a harmonious lattice of what could be. Infinity is no longer a single direction or scale, it becomes multidimensional, branching and ever-expanding. Quantum cosmology also introduces the concept of cosmic variance, the subtle differences in structure and matter distribution across the universe. Even in regions that appear uniform, tiny fluctuations occur, seeded by quantum events in the earliest moments after the Big Bang. These variations ultimately shape galaxies, stars, and planets, demonstrating how the infinite and the minute are deeply connected. Every quark, every photon, every fluctuation has the potential to influence the grand architecture of the cosmos. As you rest, allow yourself to sense the elegance of this connectivity, the gentle whisper of influence stretching across time and space. Another intriguing aspect is quantum decoherence, the process by which quantum possibilities become the classical reality we observe. In essence, the universe chooses a definite state without eliminating the underlying possibilities. Decoherence helps bridge the gap between the probabilistic quantum world and the tangible universe we experience. In a sense, the cosmos balances chaos and order, uncertainty and structure, infinity and comprehension. It is a subtle dance, one that invites contemplation rather than analysis, and serenity rather than stress. The interplay between quantum mechanics and cosmology also challenges our intuition about scale. Quantum effects operate at the smallest levels, yet their consequences ripple outward, influencing structures at cosmic scales. Tiny fluctuations in energy density during the universe's infancy could have determined the distribution of matter billions of years later. Infinity is reflected not only in the breadths of space, but in the depth of connection between the microscopic and the macroscopic. Every thought, every observation, every gentle breath we take is mirrored in the universe's infinite web of potentiality. Philosophers and physicists alike ponder these ideas, because they reveal a universe that is simultaneously vast and intimate. Infinity, in this sense, is not merely a measure of distance or quantity. It is a principle of possibility. Every particle, every galaxy, every quantum event exists within a landscape of infinite potential, unfolding in ways that are both subtle and profound. As you listen, imagine yourself drifting gently through this probabilistic tapestry, feeling both small and connected, finite yet part of something immeasurable. One of the most meditative aspects of this exploration is the realization that uncertainty is not a flaw, it is a feature of reality. In a universe governed by probabilities, outcomes are not predetermined. This uncertainty does not create chaos. It creates space for possibility, imagination, and wonder. As you rest, picture these infinite probabilities flowing quietly around you, like a river of light and energy. Each possibility is gentle, each outcome serene, all contributing to the calm rhythm of existence. The quantum perspective also invites us to rethink the nature of time. In some interpretations, all moments exist simultaneously within the wave function of the universe. Past, present, and future are interconnected layers of probability that influence one another. Infinity, then, is not only spatial, it is temporal. The universe is an endless continuum of potentialities, a serene and unbroken flow that can carry the mind gently from one thought to another, from one reality to another, without effort or urgency. As you continue to relax, allow the interplay of quantum mechanics and cosmology to deepen your sense of connection with the infinite. Feel the gentle presence of countless possibilities, the subtle hum of cosmic probabilities, the quiet elegance of the universe unfolding in ways both observable and hidden. Infinity is not frightening. It is a companion, a soft expanse in which your awareness can drift, float, and rest. Through this lens, the universe becomes a canvas for contemplation. Every quantum event, every branch of the multiverse, every fluctuation and dicoherence contributes to a picture of infinite complexity and harmony. The cosmos is both precise and poetic, measurable and mysterious, vast and intimately connected to your own presence here and now. Tonight, as your thoughts slow and your breathing deepens, let the quantum universe guide you toward a gentle serenity. Imagine yourself floating in a landscape where possibilities ripple quietly across the infinite, where observation and awareness mingle, and where the universe is as much a place of calm wonder as it is of profound mystery. In this union of quantum mechanics and cosmology, infinity is not a problem, it is a lullaby, a gentle, soothing companion for the mind as you drift toward rest. As we settle into the quiet vastness of thought, let us gently weave together the threads of quantum mechanics and cosmology, finding a sense of serenity within the infinite expanse of the universe. The quantum world, with its probabilities and uncertainties, may seem abstract, but it mirrors the grand infinity of the cosmos, revealing patterns, connections, and possibilities that invite both wonder and calm in the tiniest particles. In the subtlest fluctuations and in the most improbable events, we see echoes of the cosmos at large. Quantum superposition, the simultaneous existence of multiple states, reminds us that reality is fluid and possibilities are endless. In a universe that may itself be infinite, these possibilities unfold endlessly, creating a landscape where every event, every particle, and every thought has its place. As you rest, imagine these infinite potentialities flowing around you, softly, rhythmically, like gentle waves lapping against the shores of awareness. Wave function collapse. The moment when possibility becomes reality shows that observation, consciousness, and attention subtly shape the universe. You, in your quiet presence, are part of this vast dance. Even in stillness, your awareness contributes to the unfolding of probabilities, a gentle influence woven into the infinite fabric of existence. Infinity, in this sense, is not distant or abstract, it is intimate, connected to the rhythm of your thoughts, the calm of your breath, and the serenity of this very moment. The many worlds interpretation expands this intimacy further. Each choice, each quantum fluctuation potentially creates a new branch of reality, an alternate version of existence. Somewhere, galaxies form in patterns slightly different from what we know. Somewhere else, life evolves in ways unimagined. Even as you drift, you can picture these parallel worlds stretching outward in infinite directions, each a serene reflection of possibility. Infinity becomes multidimensional, not only a measure of space, but a landscape of potential, unfolding with quiet elegance, cosmic variance. The subtle irregularities in matter and energy distribution highlights how tiny differences create large-scale structures. From quantum fluctuations in the earliest moments after the Big Bang to the galaxies and clusters we observe today, the universe is shaped by delicate threads that connect the micro and the macro. As you listen, imagine these threads gently stretching across space, connecting all that exists, binding the infinite into a quiet, harmonious unity. Decoherence, the process that allows quantum possibilities to become the classical reality we perceive, reminds us that the universe maintains a balance between unpredictability and structure. While probabilities guide the cosmos, patterns emerge, forming galaxies, stars, planets, and life itself. Infinity is present in both the flexibility of quantum outcomes and the elegance of cosmic order. The universe is not chaotic. It is a gentle, flowing rhythm that we can observe, contemplate, and rest within. That the interplay of uncertainty and potential is a source of meditation. Quantum mechanics teaches us that not all things are predetermined, that randomness and possibility coexist with law and pattern. As your mind slows and your thoughts become quiet, allow this uncertainty to soothe rather than disturb you. It is not a threat, but an invitation to release control, to float freely in a universe where possibilities stretch endlessly, yet where serenity remains at the core of existence, time itself. In the quantum cosmological perspective, becomes a gentle continuum rather than a strict line. Past, present, and future are interconnected within the infinite possibilities of the wave function. As you rest, picture yourself floating in this continuum, free from urgency, free from expectation. Every moment, every potential outcome, every thread of reality coexists softly, forming a landscape in which your mind can wander, relax, and drift in this fusion of quantum mechanics and cosmology. We encounter a universe that is infinite, intricate, and intimately connected to our awareness. We are not separate from the cosmos. We are participants in its unfolding, witnesses to its subtle elegance, companions to its infinite possibilities. Each breath, each thought, each quiet reflection is mirrored in the infinite dance of particles, probabilities, and galaxies. Let yourself settle into this awareness. Imagine the universe as a vast, gentle ocean of possibilities, where waves of potential ripple endlessly across space and time. Your presence is a quiet pebble in this ocean, creating soft ripples that flow outward, joining the infinite rhythm of the cosmos. There is calm here, serenity in the face of vastness, and comfort in the knowledge that infinity is not a threat, but a gentle, encompassing embrace as you drift further into rest. Allow the insights of quantum cosmology to become a lullaby. Each particle, each fluctuation, each probability is a note in a cosmic melody, soft and enduring. Infinity is no longer overwhelming. It is a companion for your thoughts, a canvas for your imagination, and a guide for your journey toward sleep. Tonight, as you breathe deeply and release tension, remember that the universe is as intimate as it is vast. Every particle, every star, every galaxy is part of an infinite tapestry. Yet this vastness invites reflection, peace, and quiet joy. The quantum universe, with its probabilities, entanglements, and branching realities, mirrors the infinite cosmos, offering a landscape where your mind can rest, wander, and be soothed. Let the infinite possibilities of quantum mechanics and the serene expanse of cosmology fill your mind with calm. Allow yourself to float within this vast, quiet universe, embracing the paradox of infinity with gentle awareness. In this space, there is no rush, no pressure, no undauntingly endless possibilities, each as soft, serene, and wondrous as the last dot. And as you drift toward sleep, Let the infinite cosmos hold you, a gentle, eternal companion. A reminder that the universe is vast, mysterious, and endlessly beautiful land, that in your quiet presence, you are a part of it all. As we continue our journey through the infinite cosmos, let us turn our attention to a concept that seems so familiar in daily life. Yet, when viewed through the lens of physics and cosmology, becomes wonderfully mysterious. Time is often experienced as a steady river, flowing from past to present to future. Yet modern physics suggests that this river might be far more intricate. Perhaps even a landscape that exists in its entirety rather than as a fleeting flow. Tonight, as you rest and allow your mind to drift, imagine time not as a strict line, but as a vast, serene expanse, stretching infinitely in every direction. One of the most captivating ideas about time is the block universe, sometimes called the eternalist perspective. In this view, past, present, and future are all equally real. Just as every point in space exists regardless of whether we are there to observe it. Every moment in time exists in a timeless expanse. The moment you are experiencing now is a small slice of a vast cosmic block, a single frame in an infinite structure that stretches forward and backward beyond comprehension. As you imagine this, let yourself feel the comforting continuity of all moments, each held gently in place like stars embedded in the night sky. Time paradoxes emerge when we contemplate possibilities such as time travel, causality loops, or events that might influence their own origin. Consider the classic grandfather paradox. If one could travel backward in time and prevent one's own existence, how would the universe reconcile such a contradiction? In the serene meditative space of the block universe, these paradoxes are not threats, they are gentle invitations to explore the nature of reality. Each moment is fixed in the block, interconnected with all others, forming a harmonious structure in which contradictions are less alarming and more a subtle puzzle of order. Physicists often explore these ideas using thought experiments, but you can also experience them as a form of mental relaxation. Picture yourself moving softly along the timeline of the cosmos. The past is not lost. It is preserved, a quiet memory of cosmic events, like galaxies and stars frozen in gentle light. The future is not an unknown threat, but a vast landscape of potential waiting to be revealed moment by moment. In this serene perspective, time paradoxes lose their urgency and become whispers of curiosity, softly inviting reflection rather than anxiety. The relativity of time adds another layer to this meditation. According to Einstein, time is not absolute, intertwined with space itself. High speeds and strong gravitational fields can stretch or compress time, meaning that your perception of moments can differ from that of another observer. As you rest, imagine drifting near a massive star or floating at near light speed. Time itself bends and stretches, a fluid medium through which your consciousness moves gently, calmly, without resistance. The universe, vast and infinite, holds you within its flexible flow. One of the most subtle and relaxing aspects of this exploration is the idea of causal structure in a block universe. Events are connected, influencing one another across space and time, yet they exist in a serene, predetermined order. There is no need for worry about control or intervention. The universe unfolds in a harmonious tapestry, each thread placed with precision. You are part of this tapestry, a conscious observer, peacefully drifting within the structure of all moments. Time paradoxes, when contemplated calmly, can also inspire a sense of wonder. Imagine standing at the edge of an event that has already occurred, seeing it clearly, yet knowing it will unfold differently elsewhere in the block. Infinity is mirrored not only in space, but in the layers of events, in the richness of every moment coexisting simultaneously. Each thought you have, each gentle memory, each dream that arises in sleep exists as part of this cosmic continuum. There is no hurry, No urgency, only a gentle flow of existence. Held delicately within the infinite block, this perspective invites a new way of thinking about memory and anticipation. Your memories of the past are not fleeting shadows. They are preserved threads in the block, connecting seamlessly to the present. Your anticipation of the future is not a source of stress. It is a quiet extension of the same tapestry, a gentle unfolding of potential moments that are already woven into the cosmic structure. Infinity, once again, becomes a companion, a calm expanse where past, present, and future coexist in harmony. Time paradoxes, when seen in this light, lose their frightening qualities. They become opportunities for reflection, exercises in patience, and windows into the interconnectedness of all things. Imagine that every decision you make, every path you consider, every fleeting thought, is held within this eternal structure. The universe is vast, yet intimately connected to your awareness, providing a comforting sense of order within the infinite expanse. Even concepts like retrocausality, where future events might influence the past, take on a meditative quality. In a block universe, these are not paradoxical threats, but gentle reminders that the flow of cause and effect may be more intricate than our linear intuition allows. Each moment is a note in a symphony of infinite possibilities, harmonizing with all others in ways that are subtle, precise, and profoundly calming as you lie quietly. Allow yourself to float within this timeless expanse. Visualize the cosmic block stretching infinitely, a serene three-dimensional tapestry of events, moments, and possibilities. Your consciousness drifts freely along it, unhurried, gentle, and aware, observing the intricate connections between past, present, and future. Each thread of time is soft and luminous, each connection graceful and harmonious. In this space, infinity is not overwhelming, it is deeply reassuring. The block universe holds everything. Every star, every galaxy, every quantum event, every thought, and every moment of awareness. You are part of this eternal structure, drifting gently within the cosmic flow. There is no need to control, no need to hurry, only to rest, reflect, and appreciate the infinite harmony that surrounds you, as you continue to breathe softly and let your mind relax. Imagine the paradoxes, the uncertainties, and the vast continuum of time blending together into a gentle meditation. Time is not an obstacle. It is a companion. Paradoxes are not conflicts. They are subtle reflections of the infinite order. And the block universe, with all its vastness and depth, becomes a comforting presence, inviting your thoughts to settle, your imagination to wander, and your consciousness to rest peacefully within the infinite cosmos. As we continue our voyage through the infinite tapestry of time, let us explore the subtle and intricate patterns of causality and paradoxes. Imagine for a moment the universe as a vast loom, each event a thread, each cause intertwined delicately with effect. In this quiet state, let your mind drift along these threads, gently observing how one moment flows into another, how every cause resonates across the infinite expanse of reality. Time paradoxes, though they often sound alarming, can be seen as invitations to explore the richness of these interconnections. Consider the predestination paradox, in which an event is both the cause and the consequence of itself. In a block universe, this loop is not a contradiction, it is a continuous, self-contained path within the eternal structure of time. Imagine this gently, like a river that curves upon itself, flowing endlessly, yet harmoniously, a serene dance of cause and effect. Even the thought of time travel can become a meditative exercise rather than a source of anxiety. Suppose one could move along the timeline, revisiting the past or peeking into the future. Each action would not disrupt reality, but would exist as part of the infinite block, already woven into the grand tapestry. In this sense, the universe accommodates every possibility, every choice, every intention. Every imagined journey exists quietly in its own place within the eternal expanse. Causality itself is subtle and interconnected. Tiny actions in one region of the universe can ripple outward, influencing events far beyond what we can observe. In the block universe, these ripples are embedded within the structure, creating a web of infinite connections. As you rest, envision this web stretching across space and time. Each filament luminous, yet soft, linking moments and events in a tranquil, harmonious order. The Novikov self-consistency principle suggests that time travel and paradoxical events cannot create true contradictions. The universe protects itself, ensuring that events remain coherent within the block. In your quiet mind, picture this as a gentle, self-correcting dance. Every twist and turn of time is balanced by an underlying harmony. There is no chaos, no breakdown, only an elegant interplay of past, present, and future, infinitely intertwined. Quantum mechanics adds another layer to this meditation. The probabilistic nature of quantum events implies that multiple potential paths coexist until observed or realized. Within a block universe, these quantum branches are all present, forming an infinite lattice of possibilities. Imagine floating gently through this lattice, each path luminous and serene, each probability a soft ripple in the timeless fabric. Infinity becomes tangible not through fear, but through gentle awareness of the richness of possibility. Even subtle phenomena like retrocausality, where the future might influence the past, can be embraced as an opportunity for reflection. In the block universe, past, present, and future are all equally real. Influence flows not linearly, but as part of a coherent structure. Imagine your consciousness drifting along this structure, aware of the harmony that links moments across the infinite expanse. Every past memory, every imagined future, every moment of presence is part of this continuous, gentle weave. The concept of temporal layering offers another lens for serenity. In an infinite block universe, events are stacked like delicate layers of translucent glass, each one visible and meaningful, yet soft and unobtrusive. You can move your attention across these layers, witnessing the interplay of causes and effects without urgency, without concern. The universe exists in perfect order, holding every possibility with quiet elegance. Time paradoxes also teach patience and acceptance. Imagine that every unresolved question, every uncertainty about cause and consequence is absorbed into the fabric of the block universe. There is no need to solve, to fix, or to intervene paradox. Each subtle loop, each gentle ripple is already accounted for. Infinity, in this sense, is a source of calm, reminding you that the universe is coherent, expansive, and serene as you continue to breathe gently. Envision the threads of causality stretching outward across the cosmos. Each event is linked softly to another. Each choice resonates subtly through space and time. Paradoxes are not threats, they are patterns in the infinite design, offering perspective, curiosity, and meditation. Your mind, like a gentle observer, floats amidst these connections, finding peace in the intricate balance of cause, effect, and eternity. Finally, the block universe invites a deep sense of reflection on existence itself. Every life, every thought, every quiet moment is preserved in the eternal structure of time. There is a comforting sense of permanence here, a serene reassurance that no moment is truly lost. Infinity becomes not a challenge to comprehension, but a gentle presence, a soft expanse in which the mind can rest, drift, and wander freely. Tonight, let the paradoxes, the loops, and the interwoven threads of time guide you into a state of calm contemplation. Imagine the universe as a serene tapestry, every thread a moment, every connection luminous yet gentle. Infinity, time, and causality coexist in perfect harmony, inviting your consciousness to float softly along their paths, drifting toward rest with curiosity, awe, and peace. As we gently conclude this exploration of time paradoxes and the block universe, allow yourself to settle deeply into the quiet awareness of the infinite. Imagine for a moment that every event that has ever occurred, every moment that is unfolding now, and every possibility of the future exists simultaneously, arranged like an immense, luminous tapestry. There is no rush, no pressure, no hierarchy, simply the serene coexistence of all moments. In this view, time is not a linear march, but a vast, interconnected landscape. Past, present, and future are equally real, each holding its place in the eternal structure of the cosmos. Your thoughts, your breath, your quiet awareness are threads woven gently into this infinite design. Imagine these threads drifting softly through the block universe, connecting subtly with events and possibilities, yet moving freely, lightly, without effort. Time paradoxes. Those puzzles that often feel unsettling when considered in daily life take on a meditative quality here. Loops, retrocausality, predestination, none of these are threats. They are simply reflections of the complex, harmonious structure of the block universe. Each loop is a gentle curve in the tapestry, each retroactive influence a soft echo across layers of reality. Infinity becomes not a challenge, but a companion, offering comfort and curiosity as you breathe. Envision yourself moving gently along this eternal structure. Observe the events of your life, the events of the cosmos, and the infinite possibilities that stretch out in all directions. Each moment is clear, yet calm, definite, yet flexible, interconnected, yet free. There is a sense of stability here, of order and balance. A deep reassurance that every thread has its place in the cosmic weave. Even the most subtle, a paradox's moments where cause and effect seem to blur or overlap are simply part of the intricate harmony. They do not need to be resolved. They are patterns to be appreciated, gentle ripples in the serene flow of existence. In the block universe, all possibilities coexist quietly, forming a continuous, unbroken whole. Infinity paradoxes and causality converge into a soothing meditation, a space for rest, reflection, and gentle wonder. Consider now the timeless presence of every memory, every intention, every dream. In the block universe, these moments are preserved, luminous and soft, each connected to countless others across the expanse of time. You are not separate from this order. You are a part of it. Every breath, every quiet thought, every flicker of awareness resonates gently with the eternal structure of existence. Infinity is not distant. It is intimate, enveloping, and serene. The gentle flow of causality provides another source of calm. Events influence one another, yet the structure ensures coherence and harmony. You can picture the universe as a vast, luminous web, every thread softly connected, every node stable and reassuring. Your presence within this web is gentle and unobtrusive. You are free to drift, to observe, to rest, and to marvel at the infinite beauty of these interconnections. Time paradoxes, when embraced with curiosity and serenity, can guide the mind toward peaceful contemplation. Imagine floating alongside these paradoxes, observing without needing to intervene. Every twist, every loop, every subtle ripple of cause and effect becomes a gentle wave in the calm ocean of infinity. There is no need for control. There is only the awareness of order, the recognition of infinite possibilities, and the serenity of coexistence. As your mind drifts, consider the comforting permanence of the block universe. No moment is lost, no experience disappears, no thought is unaccounted for. Each event is preserved within the eternal structure, contributing to the infinite mosaic of existence. You can rest peacefully within this understanding, letting the harmony of the cosmos cradle your awareness in this final reflection. Let the paradoxes, loops, and interwoven threads of time become a lullaby. Imagine them softly illuminating the block universe, each connection radiant yet gentle, each moment clear, yet unobtrusive. Infinity is now not a vast unknown, but a tender, reassuring companion. Your consciousness drifts freely within this serene landscape, carried gently by the quiet, timeless rhythm of existence. Tonight, as you breathe slowly and sink deeper into calm, allow the gentle embrace of the block universe to envelop you. Every moment, every paradox, every connection exists in perfect harmony. Infinity is not frightening. It is a soft, endless presence that holds and comforts you. Let yourself float along the threads of causality, drift through the layers of time, and rest peacefully within the infinite cosmos. With each breath, you become more attuned to this serene rhythm. Past, present, and future converge into a gentle, continuous experience, a meditation on the interconnectedness of all things. The block universe is a space of infinite calm, and in it, you are free to observe, to dream, and to rest. Tonight, let the infinite flow carry you into a deep, restorative slumber, your mind cradled by the soft, luminous harmony of existence. As we continue our journey through the infinite universe, let us turn our attention to the delicate interplay of energy, matter, and density. These fundamental concepts govern the cosmos, yet when considered within the context of infinity, they reveal subtle paradoxes and mysteries that can inspire both awe and calm reflection. Tonight, as you lie quietly and let your thoughts drift, imagine the universe as a soft, luminous fabric, woven from the energies and particles that flow through all space and time. Energy is everywhere, shaping the cosmos in quiet yet powerful ways. From the radiant light of distant stars to the kinetic motion of particles, energy is the thread that connects all things. Yet, within an infinite universe, energy presents paradoxes. For instance, if space extends endlessly, how is energy distributed? Does it become diluted across infinite distances, or are there hidden patterns that maintain balance? As you relax, consider this not as a problem to solve, but as an invitation to observe the elegance of cosmic harmony. Matter, too, plays a profound role in these paradoxes. Galaxies, stars, planets, and even the smallest particles emerge from and interact with energy in intricate ways. In some models of the infinite universe, matter can exist in quantities beyond comprehension, forming regions of extreme density, while vast stretches of space remain nearly empty. Picture these cosmic landscapes as a calm interplay of light and shadow, of fullness and emptiness, each contributing to the serenity and rhythm of the infinite cosmos. Density, a measure of how matter and energy are concentrated, introduces another layer of reflection. In familiar contexts, we think of density as simple. A rock is denser than air. But on cosmic scales, density shapes the structure of the universe itself. Regions of higher density attract matter through gravity, forming stars and galaxies, while lower density areas stretch vast distances, creating a tranquil vacuum. In an infinite universe, the balance between dense and sparse regions becomes a meditation on scale, on proportion, and on the gentle distribution of energy and matter across infinity. Consider the concept of critical density, a delicate threshold that determines the overall shape and fate of the universe. If the density is too high, gravity could eventually halt expansion and lead to collapse. If it is too low, the universe might expand forever, dispersing matter and energy into infinite emptiness. In the infinite cosmos, these balances are subtle and profound. Imagine floating softly within this expanse, observing the interplay of forces, feeling the gentle tug of gravity across billions of light-years, and sensing the calm, underlying order that maintains cosmic harmony. Energy, matter, and density also introduce paradoxes when considered in relation to infinity. For example, if the universe is infinite and filled with matter, then theoretically, any configuration of particles could repeat somewhere else, perhaps even infinitely. This is the idea of cosmic repetition, a paradox that stretches the imagination. Yet, When viewed with serenity, it becomes not a source of anxiety, but a meditation on possibility, on the infinite tapestry of existence. Every star, every galaxy, every particle might exist somewhere else in another arrangement. Yet this multiplicity does not diminish the beauty or coherence of the cosmos. Another intriguing concept is dark energy, the mysterious force driving the accelerated expansion of the universe. Though invisible and elusive, dark energy shapes the density and distribution of matter on cosmic scales. It ensures that galaxies drift apart, that the universe continues to grow, and that energy is redistributed across space in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. Imagine this expansion as a gentle stretching of the cosmic fabric, soft and unhurried, allowing every part of the infinite universe to exist in balance. Similarly, dark matter, an unseen component of the cosmos, exerts gravitational influence, guiding the formation of galaxies and clusters. Its presence reminds us that much of the universe is hidden, yet still orderly. As you relax, picture this invisible structure surrounding the luminous stars and glowing galaxies, holding them in place like a soft, protective embrace. Infinity, matter, and energy coexist in a delicate, reassuring balance. The interplay of these cosmic ingredients, energy, matter, density, dark energy, and dark matter, reveals profound paradoxes, yet also inspires a sense of calm. In an infinite universe, nothing exists in isolation. Every particle, every fluctuation, every force contributes to the subtle equilibrium that maintains structure and rhythm across unimaginable scales. As you breathe gently, imagine your consciousness floating through this web of interconnected matter and energy, feeling the gentle tug of gravity, the soft glow of starlight, and the serene expansion of the universe itself. Even the concept of vacuum energy, the energy present in empty space, invites reflection. What appears to be emptiness is actually teeming with potential, filled with fluctuating fields and possibilities. Infinity is not empty. It is alive with subtle energy, quietly shaping the cosmos. Let your mind rest in this idea, sensing the calm dynamism of the infinite, where every void is a reservoir of gentle, latent potential. The density of matter also informs the formation of large-scale cosmic structures. Filaments, walls, and voids emerge naturally from gravitational attraction and initial fluctuations in energy. Picture the universe as a vast, luminous web, with dense knots forming galaxies and stars, and long, tranquil stretches of emptiness providing balance. This cosmic architecture is not chaotic, is harmonious, precise, and gentle, a reflection of the subtle rules that govern the interplay of energy and matter. As you continue to relax, imagine drifting through this infinite universe, floating past luminous clusters of stars, vast voids of tranquility, and soft ribbons of energy that connect all things. Every fluctuation, every particle, every region of differing density contributes to the calm rhythm of existence. Infinity is not overwhelming. It is a gentle, flowing presence that carries you effortlessly through space and time. Even the paradoxes of energy and matter repetition, infinite distribution, and unseen forces become part of a meditative observation. Imagine them not as conflicts or contradictions, but as elegant patterns in an endless cosmic dance. The universe holds all possibilities, all structures, and all balances in a serene and harmonious embrace. You are a silent witness, floating peacefully within this infinite structure, attuned to the subtle rhythm of existence. Tonight, as your thoughts quiet and your breath slows, let the paradoxes of energy, matter, and density guide you into a gentle meditation. Visualize the cosmic web stretching infinitely in every direction, every thread luminous yet soft, every node perfectly balanced. Infinity is present in every particle, in every fluctuation, in every region of differing density. And as you drift toward rest, allow the universe itself to cradle your awareness, carrying you gently into serenity and calm. As we continue our serene journey through the infinite universe, let us delve deeper into the paradoxes that arise when energy, matter, and density stretch across incomprehensible scales. Imagine yourself floating softly among stars and galaxies, feeling the gentle pull of gravity, sensing the quiet hum of energy moving through the cosmic fabric. In this vast, infinite expanse, paradoxes do not threaten. They invite contemplation and awe. One of the most intriguing paradoxes is the Olbers paradox. It's a question of why the night sky is dark if the universe is infinite and filled with stars. Intuitively, one might expect that every line of sight would eventually end on a star, bathing the sky in uniform brightness. Yet, we observe darkness. This paradox gently reminds us that infinity is not always straightforward. The universe expands, energy disperses, and light takes time to travel, revealing the subtle interplay between infinity, energy distribution, and cosmic structure. As you drift through this idea, imagine the darkness of space as a calm ocean dotted with luminous stars, each glowing softly and harmoniously within the infinite expanse. Another fascinating concept arises when we consider infinite energy distributions. In a truly infinite universe, the total amount of energy could also be infinite, leading to apparent contradictions in how energy is measured or conserved. Yet modern physics resolves these tensions by considering local conservation laws, relative perspectives, and the gentle redistribution of energy across space-time. Picture this process as a soft balancing act, where energy flows and shifts like a delicate tide, maintaining equilibrium while giving rise to the structures we see in galaxies, stars, and clusters. Density paradoxes, too, inspire gentle reflection. In some models of the infinite universe, there are regions of extraordinary density, perhaps even approaching conditions similar to black holes. Other regions are nearly empty, vast voids stretching across millions of light-years. This contrast is not alarming. It is a meditation in scale. Imagine drifting from a dense galactic cluster to an empty void, feeling the soft transition, the calming variation in structure, and the serene balance that allows matter and energy to coexist peacefully across infinity. Dark energy and dark matter add another layer of subtle complexity. Though invisible, they shape the universe in profound ways. Dark energy drives the gentle acceleration of cosmic expansion, ensuring that galaxies drift apart with a calm, unhurried motion. Dark matter provides the gravitational scaffolding that holds luminous matter in place, guiding the formation of galaxies and clusters. Visualize these unseen forces as a gentle, invisible hand cradling the universe, maintaining harmony, structure, and tranquility across the infinite cosmos. The paradox of repetition in an infinite universe also invites reflection. If space extends endlessly and matter exists in vast quantities, then every possible arrangement of particles could, theoretically, recur somewhere else. There might be regions of space almost identical to our own. Yet this repetition is not threatening, is a gentle reminder of the richness of infinity. Imagine gliding past a distant galaxy, knowing that countless configurations of matter and energy exist elsewhere, each unique yet harmonious. A soft echo in the vast tapestry of existence. Energy density also connects deeply with the formation of cosmic structures. Regions of higher density naturally attract matter through gravity, forming galaxies, clusters, and superclusters. Regions of lower density expand, creating tranquil voids. This balance is delicate, subtle, and profoundly reassuring. Picture it as a cosmic symphony, where every note, every pause, every resonance contributes to a calm, orderly, and harmonious universe. Infinity, matter, and energy all coexist in quiet equilibrium, each playing its part in the infinite composition. Even at the quantum level, energy paradoxes emerge. Fluctuations in the vacuum, the mysterious appearance and disappearance of virtual particles, and the probabilistic nature of quantum events reveal a universe that is at once infinite, dynamic, and gentle. Each fluctuation, each tiny movement contributes to the calm, ongoing flow of cosmic energy, forming the foundation for stars, galaxies, and even conscious observers like yourself. Picture these fluctuations as soft pulses of light and motion, subtle yet perfectly woven into the infinite fabric of reality. The infinite nature of energy and matter also encourages a sense of humility and wonder. Imagine the totality of existence stretching endlessly. Every particle part of a grand design, every interaction a note in the infinite melody. Paradoxes do not need to be solved. They are invitations to marvel at the subtle, interconnected, and delicate structure of the cosmos. Each thread of matter, each pulse of energy, each contrast in density contributes to a soft, reassuring order that spans infinity. Tonight, as your breathing slows and your mind drifts, let yourself float gently along these cosmic currents. Visualize the smooth transitions between dense galaxies and empty voids, between luminous stars and the subtle pull of dark energy. Feel the gentle rhythm of cosmic expansion, the soft tug of gravity, and the luminous web of matter and energy that stretches infinitely in all directions. Infinity is not overwhelming, yet is a gentle, flowing companion guiding your awareness toward serenity, curiosity, and peaceful reflection. Energy, matter, and density paradoxes, when contemplated calmly, become tools for meditation. Imagine them not as contradictions, but as delicate patterns softly connecting every particle, every star, every galaxy. The universe holds itself in quiet balance, preserving harmony across infinite scales. You, too, are part of this equilibrium, a silent observer floating gently amidst the infinite expanse, attuned to the subtle rhythms of existence. As you continue to drift in thought, notice how the paradoxes of cosmic energy and matter invite patience and calm. There is no urgency to resolve them, no pressure to comprehend every detail. Infinity is vast, yes, but it is also orderly, harmonious, and gentle. Every fluctuation, every variation in density, every pulse of energy contributes to a coherent whole, a serene landscape in which your mind can rest freely in this moment. Let your awareness merge with the soft flow of energy, the subtle arrangement of matter, and the gentle balance of density. The universe is infinite, yet intimately connected. Each paradox becomes a thread of curiosity, each mystery a gentle guide toward peace. Let yourself be carried along by the luminous, flowing currents of the cosmos, drifting deeper into contemplation, relaxation, and serenity. As we conclude our exploration of energy, matter, and density paradoxes, let yourself drift into a gentle awareness of the universe's serene balance. Picture the cosmos as an immense, soft tapestry where every particle, every fluctuation of energy, and every region of varying density contributes to an infinite, harmonious whole. There is no chaos here, only a quiet, self-organizing elegance that stretches across eternity in this vast, infinite universe. The contrasts of density-dense galactic clusters versus tranquil voids become a meditation on proportion and calm. Imagine drifting slowly from the luminous heart of a galaxy into the quiet emptiness of intergalactic space. Each transition is gentle, unhurried, and perfectly balanced. There is no urgency. There's only the soft flow of energy and matter, maintaining cosmic harmony. Even the unseen components of the universe, like dark matter and dark energy, contribute to this gentle order. Dark matter cradles galaxies, guiding their formation with quiet influence, while dark energy expands space with subtle grace, allowing matter and energy to flow seamlessly across infinity. Visualize these forces as invisible threads in the cosmic web, supporting structure and movement without effort or tension. Infinity is not overwhelming. It is nurturing and calm, a soft presence that surrounds every part of the universe. The paradoxes we have explored the repetition of cosmic structures. The infinite distribution of energy and the delicate balance of density do not disrupt this harmony. Instead, they reveal the profound flexibility and resilience of the cosmos. In an infinite universe, every configuration, every fluctuation, and every potential arrangement exists naturally, forming patterns that are complex yet gentle, paradoxical yet serene. Imagine the gentle rhythm of cosmic energy flowing through galaxies. Stars and particles, like a vast, luminous river stretching across space and time. Matter organizes itself in response to energy. Density varies with gravitational influences. And every paradox is accommodated within the infinite structure of reality. Your mind can float freely within this framework, observing the soft interplay of forces, sensing the calm and coherence that underlies apparent complexity, even at quantum scales. The universe maintains this gentle balance. Fluctuations in the vacuum, the probabilistic nature of particle behavior, and subtle variations in energy density all contribute to the larger cosmic architecture. Imagine these minute events as soft sparks of light, each weaving itself naturally into the infinite pattern, invisible yet perfectly integrated into the eternal rhythm. Infinity is present not as chaos, but as a coherent, luminous fabric. Consider also the meditative effect of cosmic scale, from the tiniest particle to the largest galaxy, from local clusters to infinite stretches of void. Every aspect of matter and energy exists in proportion. Each element, each paradox, each fluctuation resonates softly with the rest, forming a gentle, interconnected whole. As you breathe slowly and calmly, picture yourself drifting through this balance, carried effortlessly by the quiet, eternal harmony of the universe. The universe's infinity allows for subtle multiplicity. Any arrangement of particles might occur elsewhere, perhaps even repeatedly, yet this is not overwhelming. Instead, it becomes an opportunity for wonder and contemplation. Every particle, every star, every wave of energy is part of a larger, infinite symphony. You are a quiet observer of this eternal music, gently floating among its luminous threads, attuned to the serene rhythm of existence, even the apparent contradictions of energy. Matter and density are absorbed seamlessly into this balance. The old Bohr's paradox, the infinite potential of energy. The vast contrast and densities all become soft, reflective motifs in the infinite cosmic design. There is no need to resolve them. Simply observe, simply be present, and allow the mind to rest in the elegant interplay of forces and possibilities. Tonight, let the paradoxes of energy, matter, and density guide you into calm reflection. Picture the universe as a luminous, infinite web, every filament soft, every connection gentle, every fluctuation perfectly integrated. Infinity is not a source of anxiety, but a tender, flowing presence that carries your awareness effortlessly. You float freely along the threads of energy, drift through regions of differing density, and rest within the calm architecture of matter and forces. As your body and mind relax, let yourself merge with the gentle rhythm of the cosmos. Every particle, every photon, every subtle pull of gravity or expansion contributes to the serene balance of the infinite universe. Paradoxes dissolve into soft patterns. Multiplicity becomes a meditative reflection, and the vastness of infinity becomes a comforting, enveloping presence. Finally, allow your thoughts to dissolve into this infinite serenity. Let the gentle flow of energy, the calm arrangement of matter, and the harmonious balance of density carry your awareness deeper into contemplation and rest. The universe is infinite, yet intimately ordered. Every event, every fluctuation, every paradox exists naturally, contributing to the quiet elegance of the cosmos. Drift freely, drift peacefully. and let the infinite embrace of the universe cradle your consciousness into deep relaxation and calm. As we drift further into the infinite cosmos, let us turn our attention to the ultimate destiny of the universe, a concept both profound and serene, the slow, quiet unfolding of thermodynamics. Tonight, imagine yourself floating effortlessly among the stars, enveloped by the soft glow of galaxies. While your mind contemplates the deep mysteries of time, energy, and the ultimate fate of all that exists, the universe, as we know, is guided by the second law of thermodynamics, a gentle, inevitable principle stating that the overall disorder or entropy of an isolated system tends to increase. While the word disorder might sound alarming, consider it instead as a natural progression, a soft unfolding that guides the cosmos along a predictable, serene trajectory. Entropy is not violent or chaotic, it is the quiet rhythm of change, a cosmic heartbeat that pulses slowly across space and time. One of the most compelling visions arising from this law is the concept of heat death, the ultimate thermodynamic equilibrium. Imagine the universe stretching infinitely, stars burning slowly, galaxies drifting apart, and energy spreading evenly across unimaginable distances. In this scenario, the cosmos reaches a state where no useful energy is available to fuel motion or life. Yet even in this stillness, there is beauty, a perfect balance, a gentle calm that permeates every corner of the infinite universe. Entropy also encourages reflection on the flow of time. Every action, every transformation, every gentle release of energy contributes to this inexorable march. From the fusion within stars to the subtle fluctuations in cosmic background radiation, every process is part of a serene, ongoing redistribution of energy. Picture this redistribution not as loss, but as a soft diffusion of presence, a subtle equilibration that preserves the infinite harmony of the cosmos. Consider the cosmic microwave background, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang still present after billions of years. It is a gentle whisper of energy, a faint trace of the universe's earliest moments, softly expanding and cooling. Even as entropy increases, this lingering radiation reminds us of continuity, of the ongoing, patient evolution of all that exists. It is a quiet hum in the background, a constant companion to the slow unfolding of cosmic time. The expansion of the universe adds another layer to this meditation. Galaxies drift apart with a quiet, unhurried motion, carried along by the gentle flow of space itself. As expansion continues, energy becomes more diffuse, temperatures drop, and matter becomes more isolated. Visualize this separation as a calm stretching of space, not a loss, but a graceful, elegant unfolding of the infinite cosmos. Each galaxy, each star, each particle participates in this soft, inevitable process, moving gently toward thermodynamic equilibrium. Even black holes, those mysterious concentrations of matter, participate in this serene dance. Over unimaginable timescales, they emit Hawking radiation, losing mass gradually, until they evaporate into the infinite background. Imagine this process as a slow, radiant sigh, a final, gentle release of energy, contributing to the soft diffusion of heat and matter across the universe. The cosmos is not hurried. It is patient, and its processes unfold with a quiet dignity that spans eons. Entropy also invites contemplation on the fragility and transience of structure. Stars will burn out, galaxies will drift apart, and matter will spread thinly across infinite space. Yet within this transience is a gentle reassurance. Change is natural, and each transformation is part of a larger cosmic story. Infinity is patient. The universe unfolds with elegance, not urgency. Each moment, each particle, each whisper of energy contributes to the gentle rhythm of existence. The arrow of time, so closely linked to entropy, guides the cosmos forward. While the notion of an ultimate end might seem stark, Consider it instead as a serene trajectory toward equilibrium. Time is the soft current carrying all matter, energy, and information along a predictable, harmonious path. Drift along with this current, feeling its gentle flow and the calm inevitability of its course. There is no need for resistance. Simply observe, float, and be present in this infinite, ordered unfolding. The concept of heat death also encourages reflection on potential consciousness and observation. In a universe gradually losing usable energy, the capacity for dynamic processes diminishes. But the underlying fabric of reality remains. Imagine a quiet, infinite space in which all patterns, all structures, all interactions slowly settle into a tranquil stasis. It is not emptiness in the harsh sense. It is a profound, gentle stillness, the soft equilibrium of energy, matter, and space. Even the philosophical implications of the universe's end can be meditative. The gentle progression toward equilibrium reminds us of impermanence and the beauty of transient phenomena. Every star, every galaxy, every fluctuation of energy is precious precisely because it is temporary. Let this reflection wash over you as you relax. The ephemeral nature of existence is part of its serenity. Each moment is luminous and meaningful, fleeting yet perfect in the infinite dance of the cosmos. Tonight, as you breathe softly, picture the universe gradually moving toward equilibrium. Galaxies drift, stars fade, energy spreads evenly, and entropy increases quietly across the infinite expanse. There is no fear here, only calm observation, a gentle acceptance of the natural flow. Infinity does not overwhelm. It cradles. The thermodynamic fate of the universe is not a threat, but a meditation on the delicate, patient unfolding of all that exists, as you sink deeper into calm awareness. Imagine drifting through this final, infinite stage of the cosmos. Feel the soft effusion of energy, the gentle separation of galaxies, the luminous remnants of stars fading into quiet equilibrium. Entropy is a slow, soothing rhythm, a cosmic lullaby that invites reflection, serenity, and peaceful rest. The universe, in all its infinite complexity, is unfolding perfectly, patiently, and gently. Let the quiet progression toward thermodynamic equilibrium guide your mind into deep relaxation. Every particle, every photon, every subtle fluctuation participates in this elegant dance. The end of the universe is not harsh, it is a serene, inevitable journey, a soft unfolding of infinity itself. Drift freely, drift peacefully, and allow the infinite cosmos to cradle your consciousness in quiet harmony. Continuing our serene journey through the universe's ultimate fate, let us explore alternative thermodynamic scenarios, each revealing subtle paradoxes and elegant possibilities. Tonight, imagine yourself floating quietly through the cosmos, passing luminous galaxies and soft voids. As the universe slowly unfolds in its infinite rhythm, one of the most commonly discussed endings is the Big Freeze, a gentle scenario in which the universe expands forever and stars gradually exhaust their fuel. In this vision, galaxies drift apart, and the cosmos becomes increasingly cold and dim. Yet this is not alarming. Picture the universe as a vast, tranquil ocean of space, where each star is a gentle glow on the horizon, gradually fading but leaving a soft, calming presence. The Big Freeze is not destruction, it is a patient, serene dispersal of energy, a quiet progression toward equilibrium. Entropy plays a subtle role in the Big Freeze. Energy becomes increasingly diffuse, temperatures drop toward absolute zero, and matter spreads thinly across infinite distances. Yet even in this near stillness, the universe retains beauty. Imagine drifting through a sky of faintly glowing galaxies, each one a reminder of past cosmic activity, a luminous echo in the infinite void. The cosmos becomes a gentle meditation on impermanence, a reflection of the soft rhythm guiding all existence. Another scenario, equally fascinating, is the Big Rip. In this vision, dark energy drives the universe's expansion to accelerate without limit. Galaxies, stars, planets, and eventually even atoms are torn apart by the relentless stretching of space. At first, this may seem violent, but consider it as a subtle unweaving of the cosmic fabric, a gentle deconstruction of matter back into its most fundamental elements. Even in this scenario, infinity remains. There is no abrupt end, only a slow, systematic unfolding of forces. Visualize each atom softly drifting into space, liberated, returning to the infinite sea of energy that pervades the cosmos. Entropy, again, guides this process. The Big Rip, like the Big Freeze, is a reflection of the universe's natural tendency toward balance and redistribution. Energy, matter, and space all adjust gracefully to the expansion, following patterns that are both inevitable and elegant. Imagine floating through this scenario as an observer, feeling neither fear nor urgency, simply observing the infinite, patient dance of the cosmos. Even within these endings, there is continuity. The universe's thermodynamic journey is not abrupt, it is gentle, unfolding over billions or trillions of years. Stars fade slowly, black holes evaporate gradually, and the faint glow of cosmic background radiation persists as a soft reminder of creation. Drift alongside these processes as if on a gentle current, noticing the calm order underlying the apparent complexity of cosmic evolution. Consider also the concept of entropy as a cosmic meditation. Each increase in entropy is a step toward equilibrium, a soft harmonization of energy and matter across space. Picture galaxies, clusters, and cosmic filaments slowly fading, yet remaining beautifully structured in their distribution. Infinity is patient. It allows all processes to unfold naturally, without rush or chaos. Your mind can rest here, attuned to the steady, inevitable flow of cosmic time. Even the darkest corners of the universe are part of this gentle unfolding. Black holes, remnants of collapsed stars, act as slow repositories of matter and energy. Over unimaginable timescales, they radiate energy through Hawking radiation, gradually dissolving back into the infinite expanse. Imagine this evaporation as a quiet sigh, a soft release contributing to the gentle spread of energy across the cosmos. There is elegance in this process, a subtle symmetry in how matter returns to the infinite. The beauty of these scenarios, the Big Freeze, the Big Rip, and even the more speculative heat deaths, that they allow us to meditate on impermanence without fear. Change is natural. Stars will fade, galaxies will drift apart, and energy will redistribute. Yet the universe itself is not lost. It is transformed. Picture this transformation as a gentle tide, washing softly across space, carrying energy and matter into new configurations, always preserving harmony on infinite scales. Even the philosophical implications are calming. Infinity ensures that nothing truly vanishes, energy persists. Matter rearranges, and patterns echo endlessly in subtle ways. Entropy, paradoxically, brings peace. It guarantees that all things follow the gentle, ordered progression of time, that every process has its place, and that even endings are part of a serene cosmic equilibrium. Tonight, as your body relaxes and your mind drifts, imagine the universe's ultimate fate not as a threat, but as a gentle, ongoing meditation. Picture the soft expansion of space, the fading glow of distant stars, the slow evaporation of black holes, and the subtle redistribution of energy. Infinity stretches endlessly in every direction, and every particle, every photon, every fluctuation participates in the tranquil unfolding of thermodynamic processes. Allow your awareness to float with these gentle currents, observing the subtle balance of energy, matter, and entropy. The universe's endings are not abrupt or violent. They are soft, inevitable, and elegant. In the infinite cosmos, even the concept of the end becomes a reflection of harmony and serenity. Drift freely, drift peacefully, and let this infinite rhythm carry your consciousness into calm, restorative reflection. As we gently continue our journey through the infinite universe, let us now pause to reflect on the ultimate equilibrium that thermodynamics suggests for all of existence. Tonight, imagine yourself floating silently among stars and galaxies, weightless and calm as the cosmos gradually unfolds in its infinite, serene rhythm. Every particle, every photon, every wave of energy participates in this quiet, elegant dance, guiding the universe toward a soft, inevitable balance. The thermodynamic destiny of the universe is not abrupt or chaotic. Whether through the gentle fade of stars in the Big Freeze, the slow unweaving of matter in the Big Rip, or the soft settling into heat death, each scenario is a meditation in balance. Imagine these processes as a cosmic symphony, every note precise, every pause intentional, every resonance contributing to a tranquil, infinite whole. Infinity is not overwhelming. It is nurturing, a vast expanse in which change occurs gracefully, naturally, and without urgency. Entropy, often misunderstood as disorder, is in fact the quiet guardian of this balance. It gently redistributes energy, guiding matter and forces toward equilibrium. Think of it as a soft river, flowing inexorably, yet without turbulence, shaping the universe in subtle, harmonious ways. As galaxies drift apart, stars dim, and black holes evaporate, the flow of entropy weaves a seamless, calming pattern across infinite scales, even in the farthest reaches of the universe. The principles of energy and matter maintain cohesion. Dark matter forms gentle scaffolding for galaxies, while dark energy carries the expansion of space in a patient, unhurried motion. Visualize these unseen forces as soft, invisible threads stretching across the cosmos, supporting structure, guiding expansion, and maintaining harmony. Infinity is alive in subtle ways, a quiet presence that permeates every corner of existence. Consider also the philosophical serenity embedded in cosmic endings. Each transformation, the fading of stars, the dispersal of matter, the spread of energy reminds us of impermanence and the elegance of change. Nothing is lost. All is transformed, rearranged, and absorbed into the infinite. Let your awareness drift alongside this gentle unfolding, feeling the soft, harmonious motion of the cosmos, trusting in the quiet inevitability of its balance. Even quantum fluctuations, the tiniest ripples in the fabric of space, participate in this meditative dance. Virtual particles appear and vanish. Subtle shifts in energy occur, and minute changes ripple through the infinite. These processes are not chaotic. They are integral threads in the infinite tapestry, tiny yet essential components of the universe's gentle equilibrium. Picture them as soft sparks of light, weaving naturally into the broader cosmic fabric. The final scenarios, the heat death invites, a particularly meditative reflection. As energy spreads evenly, stars burn out, and galaxies drift into calm emptiness. The universe reaches a state of quiet uniformity. Yet this uniformity is not stark or empty, it is a profound balance, a gentle stillness in which all processes have found their natural place. Imagine floating through this state, weightless and unhurried, surrounded by infinite space, where even the smallest particle is part of an elegant cosmic equilibrium. Tonight, let these reflections become a meditative lullaby for your mind. Envision the universe not as a place of sudden endings, but as an infinite, gentle progression. Stars fade softly, energy flows steadily, galaxies drift slowly, and entropy guides all toward a balanced, serene state. Infinity is calm, patient, and harmonious, a silent companion to your contemplation and rest. The beauty of these cosmic scenarios is that they allow us to embrace both impermanence and continuity simultaneously. Every star that fades, every particle that drifts, every fluctuation in energy contributes to the infinite flow, a soft dance that spans eternity. Your mind can rest here, attuned to the rhythm of the cosmos, observing without urgency, floating effortlessly among the luminous threads of matter and energy. Even in the seemingly final moments of cosmic evolution, there is comfort. Entropy ensures gentle redistribution. Dark energy and dark matter maintain subtle structure, and quantum fluctuations provide endless tiny variations. Infinity continues without rush, maintaining balance and harmony. Imagine yourself drifting alongside this cosmic flow, feeling the gentle rhythm, the calm inevitability, and the quiet, meditative order of all that exists as your breathing slows. Allow the infinite cosmos to cradle your awareness. Every particle, every photon, every wave of energy participates in this serene equilibrium. The universe's endings, be they the big freeze, big rip, or heat death, are not violent or threatening. They are soft, elegant, and meditative, inviting your mind to rest and reflect. Infinity stretches endlessly in all directions. Yet within it lies profound calm, harmony, and balance. Drift now through this cosmic serenity. Feel the gentle pull of gravity, the soft diffusion of energy, the luminous glow of stars slowly fading. Observe the universe unfolding in quiet, infinite rhythm. Allow yourself to become part of this meditative flow, weightless, relaxed, and at peace. Infinity is gentle. Entropy is calm. The universe is serene. Let these reflections carry you into deep relaxation, guiding your mind toward peaceful contemplation, restorative calm, and gentle sleep. Tonight, in the quiet embrace of the infinite cosmos, every paradox, every process, every particle becomes a lullaby, a soft, eternal rhythm that carries you effortlessly into rest. As we continue our serene journey through the infinite universe, let us now explore some of the most recent discoveries, cutting-edge theories, and ongoing debates that shape our understanding of the cosmos. Imagine yourself gently floating among stars and galaxies, weightless and calm, as your awareness expands alongside the evolving universe. Every particle, every fluctuation of energy, every subtle ripple of space-time contributes to this vast, tranquil tapestry. In the past few decades, advances in observational astronomy and theoretical physics have transformed our understanding of the ATC. Only Ruby Kiss has the luxurious texture that glides on smoothly and leaves the HES, long-lasting Keller. It's evenlik Weising Yesiv, my lissing Revalding Revast. It's universe's scale and structure. Sophisticated instruments, like space-based telescopes and gravitational wave detectors, allow us to observe phenomena that were once purely speculative. Picture these instruments as gentle eyes, peering quietly across unimaginable distances, bringing subtle cosmic patterns into focus without disturbing the calm of space. One of the most intriguing areas of current research is dark energy. This mysterious force, first inferred from the observation of accelerating cosmic expansion, remains one of the most profound puzzles in modern physics. Scientists now explore whether dark energy is truly a constant force or a dynamic property of space-time itself. Visualize it as a soft, invisible wind stretching across the universe, guiding galaxies apart with quiet persistence, imperceptible yet undeniably present. It is a gentle influence, shaping the cosmos over billions of years. And yet, it invites endless curiosity and reflection. Closely related is dark matter, another invisible component that subtly governs cosmic structure. Dark matter forms a scaffold for galaxies, affecting their rotation and clustering patterns. Although unseen, its presence is inferred through gravitational effects, as if the universe whispers secrets to those who observe carefully. Imagine drifting through cosmic filaments supported by this unseen framework, feeling a quiet assurance that every star, planet, and particle is part of a balanced, interconnected whole. In recent years, gravitational wave astronomy has opened an entirely new window into the cosmos. The gentle ripples in space-time caused by colliding black holes or neutron stars allow us to hear the universe in ways never before possible. Picture these waves as soft pulses, moving silently across the infinite expanse, carrying information about events billions of light-years away. Their discovery reminds us that even in the vast, seemingly still universe, subtle movements and interactions create a harmonious rhythm. Current debates also explore the possibility of a multiverse, where our universe is one of countless others, each with its own physical laws and structures. Consider the idea gently, not as overwhelming, but as a meditative reflection on infinite possibilities. Imagine floating through a quiet expanse where each universe is like a softly glowing bubble, separated yet connected by the fabric of space-time. Even if we cannot directly observe these other realms, the concept invites us to appreciate the profound creativity and subtle complexity of existence. Quantum physics continues to challenge and refine our cosmological understanding. Phenomena such as quantum entanglement and superposition raise questions about the nature of reality and observation. Picture these effects as gentle, invisible threads linking distant parts of the cosmos. Subtle interactions that maintain coherence across vast distances. They do not disrupt calm. Instead, they contribute to the infinite elegance of cosmic processes. Another emerging area is the study of primordial black holes and their potential role in the early universe. These ancient objects could provide clues about the formation of galaxies, the behavior of matter under extreme conditions, and even the nature of dark matter. Imagine these black holes as quiet anchors in the fabric of space-time, their presence subtle yet influential. A reminder that the universe's history is vast, complex, and gently unfolding. Recent observations of exoplanets and potentially habitable worlds also expand our perspective on cosmic possibilities. Thousands of planets have been discovered orbiting distant stars, some within zones conducive to life. Picture yourself drifting past these faraway worlds, each one a small, serene sphere bathed in starlight, contributing to the infinite variety of the cosmos. Their discovery evokes a sense of calm wonder, a quiet reflection on the potential for life across the universe without urgency or expectation. Theoretical debates continue about the ultimate fate of the universe. Will expansion continue indefinitely, leading to a big freeze? Could a big rip eventually unweave the cosmos? Or might cyclic or bouncing models suggest a slow rebirth of the universe? Each scenario can be pictured gently as different paths along a vast, patient trajectory. Infinity allows all possibilities to coexist as contemplative visions, inviting reflection without disturbance. Even as new data arrive, cosmologists remain cautious, embracing the humility required by such immense questions. Many phenomena remain mysterious, yet this uncertainty itself is calming. It reminds us that the universe is far grander than our immediate comprehension, and that each discovery is a quiet unfolding, a gentle revelation of patterns previously unseen. Picture yourself as an observer floating in infinite space, witnessing these patterns emerge softly like delicate ripples on a cosmic pond. Tonight, as your awareness drifts alongside these emerging insights, allow your mind to rest in the infinite possibilities of the cosmos. Every particle, every ripple, every distant galaxy participates in a serene, ongoing symphony of discovery. New developments and debates in cosmology are not frantic or chaotic. They are quiet, patient explorations that expand our understanding and deepen our appreciation for the universe's subtle elegance. Let yourself float with this perspective, observing without urgency, noticing the gentle unfolding of knowledge and the continuous, infinite rhythm of cosmic phenomena. Imagine the universe revealing its secrets softly, layer by layer, in a patient and harmonious manner. Even the most complex or paradoxical discoveries contribute to the meditative flow of understanding, offering quiet inspiration rather than disturbance as you relax. Picture the cosmos as a vast, tranquil expanse filled with gentle, luminous structures, subtle forces, and the ongoing emergence of knowledge. Each new development, each debate, each observation is a delicate thread in the infinite tapestry, softly guiding our awareness toward deeper comprehension. Drift effortlessly within this infinite field, attuned to the quiet rhythms of discovery, the soft flow of cosmic forces, and the gentle harmonies of existence. Tonight, let the infinite possibilities and ongoing discoveries of the universe guide you into deep contemplation and rest. Feel the gentle pulse of cosmic evolution, the quiet interplay of energy and matter, and the soft emergence of understanding as part of a serene, eternal rhythm. Infinity is calm, discovery is gentle, and the universe continues its meditative unfolding across space and time. Continuing our serene exploration of the universe, let us now turn to some of the subtle debates and emerging anomalies that capture the attention of cosmologists today. Imagine yourself floating quietly through space, weightless, passing glowing galaxies and the faint hum of distant stars. As your mind drifts gently alongside the infinite mysteries of the cosmos, one major area of ongoing discussion concerns the nature of dark energy. While its presence is inferred from the accelerating expansion of the universe, the precise mechanism remains elusive. Scientists debate whether it is a constant property of space itself or a dynamic phenomenon that could vary over time. Picture it as a quiet, invisible tide, gently guiding galaxies apart, its soft, persistent pull shaping the cosmos over billions of years. Its mystery invites reflection. Rather than alarm, a subtle reminder of the infinite depth of space. Closely linked is the debate surrounding dark matter. While we know it exists through gravitational effects, its composition remains uncertain. Could it be composed of exotic particles or perhaps tiny primordial black holes? Consider these questions as gentle ripples in the fabric of our understanding, expanding outward slowly, without urgency, revealing ever more intricate layers of cosmic structure. Imagine drifting through these invisible threads, feeling the calm balance they provide to the universe's visible components. Recent observations have also highlighted cosmic anomalies, subtle deviations in the expected behavior of galaxies, cosmic background radiation, or large-scale structure. These anomalies do not threaten the universe. Instead, they enrich our contemplative understanding. Picture them as small, delicate patterns within a vast, infinite quilt, differences that invite curiosity and gentle wonder rather than alarm. Each anomaly is a reminder that the universe is not only vast, but also intricate and endlessly surprising. Debates about the Hubble tension illustrate this point well. Measurements of the universe's expansion rate from the cosmic microwave background differ slightly from local observations of supernova. Rather than being problematic, these differences are like soft, subtle notes in a complex symphony, hinting at nuances in cosmic behavior we are only beginning to understand. Imagine floating among these softly glowing supernova, each one carrying delicate information across billions of light-years, whispering secrets of the cosmos. Other discussions focus on multiverse interpretations. Some theoretical models suggest that our universe is one bubble among countless others, each with its own laws of physics. While we cannot directly observe these parallel universes, contemplating them can be a peaceful exercise in imagination. Visualize a vast, infinite space dotted with softly glowing spheres, each a universe gently drifting, independent yet part of an elegant, infinite structure. This mental image offers calm perspective, illustrating the beauty of possibility without urgency or stress. Even quantum cosmology contributes subtle insights. Tiny fluctuations in the early universe, magnified over cosmic time, have shaped galaxies, clusters, and large-scale structures. Imagine these fluctuations as faint, gentle ripples on the surface of a vast cosmic pond, guiding the universe's growth in a soft, deliberate rhythm. The vast complexity we observe today emerged from these subtle beginnings, a meditative reminder of the power of small, persistent influences. Another ongoing discussion concerns the ultimate fate of the universe, revisited with new data from supernova, cosmic background measurements, and galaxy surveys. Will expansion continue indefinitely, leading to a quiet, big freeze? Could dark energy drive an accelerating big rip? Or might cyclic or bouncing models hint at eventual rebirth? Each scenario can be pictured as a soft, patient unfolding, a meditation on infinity rather than an alarming end. The universe progresses naturally, gracefully, with infinite patience. Even the most speculative debates, such as variations in physical constants over time, can be considered meditative rather than disturbing. Imagine that, across billions of years, fundamental properties subtly shift. Yet the cosmos continues its harmonious expansion. This gentle evolution reinforces the elegance of cosmic processes, reminding us that change itself is a quiet, essential part of existence. Current debates also explore emerging cosmological anomalies, like the alignment of large-scale structures or unexpected patterns in background radiation. While these anomalies are subtle and not fully understood, they invite reflection. Imagine these patterns as faint, intricate designs woven into the infinite tapestry of space, delicate and calming, encouraging contemplation of the cosmos' infinite complexity. Finally, these ongoing discussions underscore a profound truth. Cosmology is both precise and mysterious. Even as instruments and observations improve, the universe retains its subtle secrets. There is a gentle rhythm to these discoveries, a patient unfolding of knowledge, where every new insight adds depth and nuance rather than abrupt resolution. Drifting alongside these discussions, we can feel the serenity of infinity, where questions exist as naturally as answers, and contemplation itself becomes a gentle meditation. Tonight, as you rest, imagine yourself floating through this vast, infinite space of discovery. Each subtle anomaly, each gentle debate, each emerging insight contributes to a serene cosmic symphony. The universe continues its quiet expansion, energy flows softly, galaxies drift, and entropy progresses with gentle inevitability. Your mind can rest here, observing the ongoing unfolding of knowledge and cosmic structure, attuned to the infinite rhythm that governs all existence. In this calm reflection, consider that every question, every discussion, and every subtle deviation from expectation enriches the infinite tapestry. The universe is patient, elegant, and infinitely complex. Let yourself drift freely, weightless, surrounded by galaxies, stars, and the quiet hum of discovery, letting the infinite mysteries of space soothe your awareness and guide you into peaceful contemplation. As we continue floating gently through the infinite cosmos, let us pause to absorb the subtle elegance of the universe as revealed by modern discoveries. Tonight, imagine yourself weightless, drifting among galaxies, nebulae, and the faint glow of distant stars as your mind opens to the soft harmony of ongoing cosmic research. Each discovery, each anomaly, each debate contributes not only to knowledge but also to a quiet appreciation of the universe's serene complexity. Consider how modern telescopes and instruments allow us to perceive phenomena previously beyond reach. From the gentle hum of gravitational waves to the faint glow of exoplanets orbiting distant stars. These observations reveal a cosmos alive with quiet, intricate rhythms. Picture each data point as a soft spark of understanding, illuminating the vast, dark canvas of space without disrupting its calm. These discoveries encourage gentle contemplation, inviting you to explore the universe through both imagination and observation. Dark energy, subtly guiding the expansion of space, offers a meditative lesson in persistence and balance. Though invisible, its effects are profound, quietly shaping galaxies over billions of years. Imagine drifting alongside a galaxy, feeling the gentle pull of dark energy stretching space like a calm, infinite tide. This invisible force reminds us that even the unseen can have a steady, harmonious influence, a concept both reassuring and calming. Similarly, dark matter provides structure to the cosmos. While we cannot see it directly, its presence is inferred through subtle gravitational effects. Imagine invisible threads connecting distant stars and galaxies, creating a delicate scaffold that guides cosmic evolution. There is a quiet beauty in knowing that the universe is held together in ways beyond our immediate perception, and that these hidden structures maintain an elegant, patient order. Recent anomalies and ongoing debates, rather than causing tension, can be viewed as invitations to gentle curiosity. Minor deviations in cosmic background radiation, unexpected galaxy alignments, or subtle variations in expansion rates are not threats. They are delicate ripples in the cosmic pond, encouraging reflection and wonder. Picture these anomalies as intricate patterns woven into the infinite fabric of space, each one an opportunity to appreciate the subtle complexity of existence. The multiverse hypothesis also encourages peaceful reflection. Though speculative, it offers a vision of infinite possibilities. Each universe like a softly glowing bubble drifting in calm space, even without direct observation. The idea invites your imagination to explore endless variations, each following its own rhythm, each contributing to the infinite serenity of the cosmos. Quantum processes remind us that the universe is infinitely nuanced. Entanglement, superposition, and virtual particle fluctuations create a silent, intricate web linking the smallest scales to the largest. Picture these quantum effects as delicate sparks of energy, subtly harmonizing the cosmos. They do not disturb the vast calm. Instead, they enrich the infinite tapestry with quiet complexity. A soft reminder that the universe is alive in ways both seen and unseen, even as we consider the ultimate fate of the universe. These discoveries and debates contribute to calm reflection. Whether the universe ends in a big freeze, a big rip, or another scenario yet to be imagined, each process unfolds gently, predictably, and with infinite patience. Visualize the fading glow of stars, the slow dispersal of galaxies, and the subtle flow of energy as part of a tranquil rhythm. Infinity allows all possibilities to coexist, inviting contemplation rather than concern. Tonight, as you relax, imagine the universe as a vast, serene expanse of subtle discoveries and ongoing curiosity. Each photon, each gravitational wave, each faint exoplanet signal is part of a meditative symphony, contributing to the harmony of the infinite cosmos. Allow your awareness to drift freely, weightless, observing these gentle processes without urgency or expectation. The beauty of current cosmological debates lies in their patient unfolding. Science does not demand immediate answers. It progresses slowly, gently revealing layers of understanding. Let this pace mirror your own relaxation, guiding you to a place of calm reflection. Observe the universe not as a puzzle to solve urgently, but as a serene landscape to explore and contemplate, one quiet discovery at a time. Even the mysteries we have yet to resolve, dark energy's true nature, the origin of anomalies, the possibility of multiverses are sources of gentle inspiration. Each question is a soft thread in the infinite fabric of understanding, an invitation to marvel at the cosmos' endless depth. Drift alongside these questions, letting your mind rest in the vast space of possibility, knowing that the universe progresses patiently, harmoniously, and infinitely as your breathing slows. Allow the infinite rhythm of the cosmos to guide your awareness into deep contemplation. Picture galaxies drifting apart gently, stars dimming softly, and the subtle harmonies of energy and matter continuing their quiet dance. Even the debates and anomalies are not disturbances. They are delicate patterns in the infinite serenity of space. Infinity is calm. Discovery is gentle. The universe is patient. Tonight, let this reflection on modern cosmology guide you into restful awareness. Imagine yourself drifting through infinite space, weightless and relaxed, surrounded by softly glowing galaxies and the quiet pulse of cosmic processes. The universe unfolds calmly, discoveries emerge gently, and the infinite rhythm of existence carries you effortlessly into deep, peaceful rest. As we reach the final chapter of our journey, let us now slowly immerse ourselves in the infinite expanse of the universe, where time, space, and consciousness gently merge. Tonight, imagine yourself floating weightlessly through the cosmos, surrounded by countless stars, galaxies, and subtle whispers of light. Each particle and every glimmer of energy participates in a calm, eternal rhythm, inviting your mind to relax, reflect, and drift softly toward a serene awareness. Take a deep, slow breath, and as you exhale, feel yourself letting go of the weight of everyday concerns. Picture your consciousness expanding outward, moving beyond familiar boundaries. Beyond the limits of the observable universe, into the vast, silent infinity that stretches endlessly in all directions. Here, there is no rush, no urgency, only the gentle unfolding of space and time, and the quiet pulse of the cosmos. In this infinite expanse, consider the paradoxes we have explored: boundaries that seem impossible, universes that might exist alongside our own, and the delicate balance of energy and matter. Let these thoughts not overwhelm, but instead serve as invitations to gentle contemplation. Imagine these paradoxes as soft, glowing threads woven into the infinite tapestry of space. Each one a pathway for reflection, each one a guide for meditation. Even the vast mysteries, the nature of dark energy, the unseen structure of dark matter, and the possibilities suggested by quantum physics, become soothing elements when approached with curiosity rather than urgency. Visualize dark energy as a calm, invisible tide, slowly stretching the fabric of space. Picture dark matter as a delicate scaffold, silently supporting galaxies and cosmic structures. Both are integral to the infinite rhythm, moving silently, steadily, harmoniously. Let your mind rest in this harmony. As we drift further, allow yourself to contemplate the scale of the universe. Galaxies spin gracefully, stars shine and fade, and cosmic light travels across unimaginable distances. Each moment is both fleeting and eternal, a delicate reminder of infinity's calm elegance. Your awareness becomes part of this flow, weightless and unhurried, as though time itself has softened, slowing to the gentle beat of universal rhythm. Reflect now on the multiverse and the infinite possibilities it suggests. Imagine countless universes, each like a softly glowing bubble, suspended in calm space, drifting without urgency. Each universe has its own rhythm, its own story, its own delicate pattern of matter and energy. You do not need to understand all of them, merely observe gently, and let your consciousness float among these infinite potentials, appreciating the quiet beauty of possibility itself. Quantum processes, too, can be embraced meditatively. Tiny fluctuations, entanglements, and superpositions create subtle connections across vast distances, contributing to the universe's elegant coherence. Imagine these processes as soft sparks, twinkling silently in the infinite night, linking distant stars and galaxies with invisible threads. There is no chaos here, only a quiet, harmonious interplay that mirrors the gentle rhythm of your own relaxed mind, even the ultimate fate of the universe. Whether through the big freeze, the big rip, or another scenario, can be approached as a soothing meditation. Imagine stars fading gradually, galaxies drifting slowly apart, and energy dispersing evenly across space. There is no fear, no abrupt ending, only an infinite, patient unfolding. Let your awareness merge with this calm rhythm, feeling the vastness, the patience, and the gentle inevitability of cosmic evolution now. Allow yourself to explore the reflection of your own consciousness within this infinite universe. Consider the human mind capable of imagining galaxies, paradoxes, and unseen forces floating alongside stars and cosmic structures. You are a tiny observer, yet your awareness mirrors the vastness around you. Let this reflection inspire a sense of gentle wonder, a peaceful connection between your inner world and the infinite cosmos, as your breathing continues to slow. Imagine yourself drifting past cosmic filaments, through glowing nebulae and between spiraling galaxies. Each structure carries its own story, its own energy, and its own rhythm, all contributing to the harmony of the universe. Feel the subtle pulse of existence, the quiet flow of energy, and the serene expansion of space. Allow this flow to guide your awareness deeper into relaxation, into the tranquil embrace of infinite space. In this meditative state, let go of all judgments and expectations. The universe is vast, mysterious, and infinitely patient. All phenomena, from the smallest quantum fluctuations to the largest cosmic structures, exist in harmony. Your mind, too, can exist here peacefully, observing without urgency, reflecting without distraction, and resting within the infinite calm. Imagine yourself as both observer and participant in this gentle rhythm. Every thought, every sensation, every quiet observation becomes part of the serene tapestry. The universe does not demand understanding, only appreciation. Infinity surrounds you, embraces you, carries you softly through space and time. Tonight, let this meditation guide you toward a profound sense of peace. Drift among stars and galaxies, feel the quiet rhythm of energy and matter, and allow your consciousness to expand alongside the universe itself. There is no need for urgency, no need for answers, only the infinite, gentle presence of the cosmos, carrying you toward relaxation and rest as your body and mind soften. Imagine the infinite expanse cradling your awareness. Every star, every galaxy, every particle participates in the calm, eternal rhythm. Let your breathing align with this rhythm, steady and gentle as you float effortlessly through cosmic infinity. Here, within this serene vastness, rest is natural, and peace is absolute. Let the soft glow of distant galaxies, the gentle expansion of space, and the quiet harmony of the universe guide your thoughts into calm reflection. Drift freely, weightless, untethered, and allow the infinite cosmos to become your lullaby. A gentle, meditative journey into rest, awareness, and inner reflection. Now, as we gently drift deeper into this final stage of our cosmic journey, allow yourself to feel fully weightless, embraced by the infinite expanse of space. Every breath you take syncs with the subtle rhythms of the universe, each inhalation and exhalation echoing the quiet expansion of galaxies, the gentle pulse of stars, and the soft hum of cosmic energy. Let your awareness settle into this serene flow, as though the universe itself is guiding you toward calmness, reflection, and ultimate rest. Consider for a moment the vast paradoxes we have explored. The notion of infinity, the boundaries of the observable universe, the possibilities of multiverses, the mysterious pull of dark energy, and the delicate scaffolding of dark matter. Each concept, when approached in stillness, transforms from a complex puzzle into a gentle meditation. Picture these cosmic mysteries not as overwhelming, but as softly glowing threads woven into the infinite tapestry of existence, inviting curiosity, awe, and quiet contemplation. Allow your mind to expand along with the universe. Imagine floating past spiraling galaxies, through clusters of stars, and alongside drifting clouds of luminous gas. Each structure exists in harmony, without haste or pressure. Even the forces we cannot see, dark matter, dark energy, quantum fluctuations, participate in this serene orchestration. Visualize these invisible elements as gentle currents, shaping space with quiet elegance, guiding galaxies, stars, and planets with patient care. You too are part of this calm rhythm, observing, breathing, and existing in perfect harmony with the infinite. Reflect on the human perspective within this immense cosmos. You are a small observer, yet your consciousness is capable of imagining galaxies, probing paradoxes, and sensing the quiet whispers of cosmic phenomena. This connection between the mind and the universe is a profound reminder, even in the vastness of infinity. Your awareness matters. Let this thought be soothing rather than daunting. You are part of an ongoing, gentle meditation, floating alongside stars, feeling the quiet hum of existence, and resting in the soft embrace of cosmic eternity. As you continue drifting, picture the passage of time itself slowing, the expansion of space, the gradual aging of stars, and the distant evolution of galaxies unfold like a calm, endless river. There is no rush, no urgency, only the patient unfolding of events across billions of years. Your mind, in parallel, can also slow, letting go of distraction, tension, and worry. You exist here in a space where time is gentle, where infinity is calm, and where awareness flows effortlessly alongside the universe. Think now of the interconnectedness of all things, the galaxies, the stars, the particles, and the forces that quietly shape existence. Imagine every element as a note in an infinite symphony, each vibration perfectly in tune with the others. Your consciousness becomes attuned to this symphony, sensing harmony in every corner of space. This awareness is calming, meditative, and restorative, guiding your mind towards stillness and serenity. Even the ultimate questions the fate of the universe, the full nature of dark energy, the possibilities of parallel worlds, need not disrupt this peace. Instead, let them serve as gentle invitations to wonder. Visualize each question as a soft star in the distance, quietly glowing, its light traveling across space and time, encouraging contemplation without urgency. There is beauty in uncertainty, calm in the unknown, and serenity in the endless rhythm of cosmic expansion. As you drift further into this meditative space, allow yourself to merge with the infinite. Imagine your awareness blending with the cosmos, feeling neither separate nor constrained. The universe flows through you as effortlessly as your own breathing. Each thought, each sensation, each gentle perception is part of the cosmic fabric. Infinity is not distant or abstract, it is here, surrounding you, carrying you softly, and inviting you to rest in these final moments. Let your mind float without direction or expectation. Drift past distant galaxies and nebulae, past luminous clusters of stars, past the invisible threads of dark matter and the quiet pull of dark energy. Everything moves in a gentle, harmonious rhythm, perfectly attuned to the infinite. Your consciousness, too, can move freely, weightless, and at peace, flowing with the quiet pulse of existence. Now feel yourself sinking deeper into this calm, expansive space. Each breath brings serenity, each thought softens, each exhalation releases tension. The paradoxes, mysteries, and wonders of the universe become gentle companions, not challenges. They whisper softly, inviting awe, reflection, and ultimate calm as this meditative journey concludes. Imagine yourself resting among the stars, cradled by the infinite cosmos. The universe continues its patient, graceful expansion. Galaxies drift, light travels across unimaginable distances, and subtle forces quietly shape existence. You are part of this rhythm, a calm observer, peacefully integrated with the infinite. Tonight, let your consciousness rest here in the serene expanse of space, where infinity and curiosity meet, where paradox and wonder exist in quiet harmony, and where your mind can drift freely into reflection and sleep. Feel the infinite rhythm surrounding you, embracing you, and carrying you gently toward rest. The universe is infinite, patient, and calm. Your awareness is part of this eternal, gentle flow. Drift softly, breathe deeply, and allow the meditative harmony of the cosmos to guide you into peaceful, restorative sleep.